Yes, people, welcome to the Manchester United versus Bournemouth watch-along on Stretford, Paddock. And I'm here with two very esteemed guests. As you can see, there's no Joe and there's no Jay either. Jay's at the game and Joe's actually gone on one of his little, what would you call them, pilgrimages?
Pilgrimages?
I don't know.
It's gone to repent for sins.
He's gone for a bit of soul searching. He's gone. I think he's gone somewhere quite rural. Do you know what I mean? Very Joe Smith-like, very
somewhere
wholesome nature. Yeah, very.
I bet he's got a cane, hasn't he, to walk with?
Yes, he has.
Big staff.
And he's left the onus up. To be fair, I'll keep it structured. I'm not going to go off on tangent already. It's been 30 seconds in, but this is a big game today. Do you know what I mean? I feel like saying Jay Motti. This is it. This is the big one. But this is 2 weeks in a row that United are playing on a Monday. So we've seen all the fixtures preceding this one. We know what the jeopardy is in terms of where we can place, win, draw, or lose. And obviously, there's been a lot of discourse over the past 24 hours, as there quite often is. And we've got a score to settle with Bournemouth. How confident are you?
With me and Finn were discussing before we started that we never know what you're going to get with Manchester United. And if you look at the last couple of games, as evident against that Wolves away, you expect us to win, but away from home, usually difficult. The games we should be winning, Everton at home, struggled. West Ham at home, struggled again. So I'm struggling to be wholly confident, but I think we've got enough just to get over the line.
Yeah, it's back-to-back 3-0s that we've received from Bournemouth at Old Trafford, and if they were to win by more than 3 goals again, the first in history, the first club to ever do that. And I think we've got a score to settle. It has kind of been a year where United have settled scores. We've obviously, Palace were meant to be a bit of a bogey team. We beat them. We've had a difficult time in recent years against Brighton, and we beat them. Mm-hmm. We almost got over the hump against Tottenham. Obviously, last minute delay, a little bit of a turbulent last 20 minutes, but generally, before the last few games or so, United's home form has been one that we could kind of hang our hat on this season. Do you think, what is your confidence going into this? I know Bournemouth have gone around, I think they've gone 6 games without winning the Premier League, so they're going through a little bit of a...
That's what I was going to say, is I think of all the times we've faced them recently, which is funny to say because we're talking about Bournemouth, but this might be the weakest moment we found them in based on their recent form. Obviously, Everton and West Ham at home have been horrible performances that we want to put behind us, but I think it should be winnable today. So I'm going into it with a little bit of confidence. Obviously, we've got a lot of storylines to talk about in terms of the formation going into this game. This is one of the big narratives, and it's going to be interesting to see if that's something that can actually have an impact on the outcome. I don't really like coming into games when the rest of the teams have already played their matches, playing on a Monday and knowing exactly where you'll be depending on each result. It adds a lot of pressure to it, whereas if you're playing early, you don't have to really think about where you're going to be, and I just think sometimes it bodes for over expectations, and it makes it more nerve-wracking, so I don't like that.
Do you think the league has semi-stitched us up putting on Monday, obviously because we had to wait until, I'm talking in terms of AFCON, because it's Monday, and I think the release point for teams was around this weekend. Obviously, a lot of AFCON players have stayed and played for their club sides but we kind of been pushed to a Monday. It almost made us really touch and go. I think Mazraoui can't play because they were unable to form some sort of agreement with Morocco, but we actually have Ahmad and Mbeumo available. That was the big news. Everyone's kind of having their fingers crossed. I feel like United and Amrim already knew this. They wanted just to keep their cards close to the chest, not have anything kind of leaked to Bournemouth, almost have that kind of surprise element when it comes to tactical, because I think it does mess probably with Bournemouth's preparation. But we do know that after this game, we won't have him for a couple games or so, which makes this game even more important, because it'll be disingenuous to say that without Ahmad and Mbeumo in the squad and Mazraoui, that the next few games will be a tough ask, just from a personnel standpoint. So I think it makes today even bigger. So how big do you think it is that obviously we have Ahmad and Mbeumo today? Where do you think we're going to go with this rumour of a potential 4-3-3, and are you almost excited in like a nervy way, just from an experimental side of it, or is it just kind of one of them where it's doom and gloom because we are going to be losing them too.
I think there's a bit of excitement because I think one of the overarching narratives of Amorim is that he's been inflexible and unwilling to change and adapt. So I think the fact that we're almost being forced into some sort of adaptation is a good thing. It depends obviously what he does, whether it's an internal solution that he finds in terms of, for example, just moving Bruno or Mount into one of the 10s, or obviously if we're starting to play a 4-3-3, that would be different. Or there is the opportunity there to bring academy players into the side, which again has been one of the things that have been talked about a lot recently. Amorim's comments have caused a lot of controversy and a lot of kind of upset in the fan base, and even with players clearly who are speaking out on social media a little bit. But I think it's going to be a really, really interesting period, and I'm excited just to see what happens because it's just going to be something new. We haven't had that for a little while.
Yeah, it is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be tough. It'll be testing for us from a obviously personnel standpoint. There's no easy games in the Premier League anyway. That's why it's actually quite strange to look at the fixture list, because realistically, most games are as hard as each other, just in a bit of a different way.
Yeah,
and everyone plays everyone as well. It's like,
especially the unpredictable nature of the league now at the moment. You couldn't put an accumulator and have any sort of confidence that you were going to get all 5 results correct, because I can't pick anything week in, week out. But it will make for interesting watching with AFCON and what he's going to do. Just hearing a lot of his critics on the radio coming in here. Everyone said that, why is he sticking to his formation for the 18 months he's been here? And then today I've heard the likes of a few pundits on TalkSport on the car coming over, and they're saying, well, he can't change formation now. He's stuck to his guns for this long. So I think it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. But then, because the fans that are detractors from him, if it doesn't work with 4-3-3, does it justify his take on why he's not done that for so long? But I think as a manager, you've got to have more than one sort of card up your sleeve.
No, listen, it's gonna. We'll find out a lot more. I think we knew that anyway. Obviously, United are still. Even though it doesn't feel like it, there's this sense of dread. It's a bit doom and gloom somehow. United have an opportunity today still. If we win, we go level on points with Chelsea in 4th. And it does just feel like Europe and Champions League football might be in play, because obviously the parity in the league, almost how competitive it is. And also, a few of our rivals have been floundering. So it does feel like, this season does feel like one that there's a massive opportunity there for United to grab those Europa League or Champions League places. And there's no better time than to collect points than now, because especially when you get into that January period, you obviously lose place to AFCON. I think United, in terms of injury, we've had injuries, but we know how bad our injuries sometimes can get. And you've almost got to prepare for the worst. So I think you've got to collect points when you can. We can't look back at West Ham and Everton too much today, especially if you're the players playing and you're just going to try and get the job done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the lineup, because I think it's pretty much one that we did expect when we found out that Amadou and Mbeumo was available. But this is the lineup for tonight's game. It's Lamens in goal. I've got a back three of Shaw, Heaven and Euro, so another start for Aiden Heaven in the central centre-back role. No De Ligt still. Wing-backs of Ahmad and Delo. I've gone for a midfield pairing of Bruno and Casemiro, and the front three of Mount and Mbeumo and Cunha.
Do we think it is definitely a back three? Just given the stories that have come out, and given what Laurie said this morning about about how Amorim's basically told the players that change is coming, and they've basically been focusing the whole week on playing a back four. What do we think he's going to go with today?
Do you know, that looks to me like it's the same. It'll be about. I think maybe the 4-3-3 that he was alluding to was one where when Amadou and Mbeumo leaves, and which will be interesting, because I think they're the only 2 wingers in the team, ironically. So it's going to be interesting to see that how that plays out. But obviously, Aiden Heaven with another start. Obviously, injuries to De Ligt, injuries to Maguire. It's an opportunity. Martinez has just come back. What have you kind of thought of Aiden Heaven in a couple of games that he has started?
I think he's done all right. I think he's not quite hit the levels and the kind of momentum that he had in his period of games last year, but I think that will just come with time and come with getting some more appearances under his belt. Obviously, until recently, he hadn't really played any minutes this season. He played one under 21 game, and other than that, he'd just been in first team training. So it was definitely a difficult start to the season for him. But I think he's really, really picked up. obviously shown that he can be a kind of competitor for Lenny Yoro, whose form's not been as good as of late. So it's good to see that there's some interchangeability there with two young, promising centre-backs. And I think the central role there suits him quite well in terms of what he can offer on the ball. And I think Amorim has spoken about that. So I've been pretty pleased with him recently and glad to see that he's continuing to get opportunities.
No, I definitely agree. What do you reckon, Scott?
Did he play against Wolves? I didn't see the Wolves game.
Yeah.
You didn't see the Wolves game?
No.
The Wolves game, maybe is that why we won 4-1?
That's probably it, yeah.
But he had a strong showing against Aidan Evans. Obviously, he did struggle in the game before. He
that was the last time I sort of saw him come out. So the fact that he was selected again against Wolves United wouldn't have had a better performance.
Yeah.
It shows it can only instill more confidence in him that he's starting again tonight. But these are the opportunities you've got to take as a young player, and the more times he gets on the pitch, the more his confidence and his stature will grow.
Yeah, for sure. You know what, Mason Mount is someone as well that I do want to speak about. Obviously, we've got Sesko that's coming back onto the bench as well, so we speak about him. But Mason Mount's had a pretty good time of it for the games that he actually has been available for. He's shown a little bit more of his worth, and he's actually might bring a little bit of a selection dilemma. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's sometimes that little bit of complacency can't creep into players in forward areas, always knowing that they're fighting for their places. But
with Cunha?
Yeah, with Cunha coming back, with Sesko coming back, if Sesko does kind of staple down that number 9 position, there can become a little bit of a selection choice to be made from Amorim with Mount in that left 10 role and Cunha as well. And I think that's definitely a good thing, because he definitely has added something over the past few games, and I thought against Wolves was his best game in the United shirt. Yeah,
these are the problems that United want to have. In seasons past, it's been picking the best of a bad bunch.
Yeah.
Now the manager might be in the possibility where it's going to be, okay, pick 2 brilliant players in that one position. And I think Mount, many people agree, when he has been on the pitch, he's probably been one of United's best players this season. Certainly one of the most improved from previous season, alongside the likes of Casemiro. And I was seeing some statistics the other days, like 70% plus games when he's on the pitch or started that United have won. And his movement's great and stuff, and he's been catching up to fitness. I think it was only his first full 90 minutes against, was it Palace?
Yeah.
And like the longer he stays fit, and if that sort of correlation between win percentages stays, then it can only be a positive for Man United. You want 2 players fighting for each position, so I think that's a healthy place for United to be.
Yeah, I think given all of his injury problems, a lot of people kind of forgot what he is capable of and what he has achieved. He's won a Champions League as an important player for Chelsea. At points, he's been an important player for England. He is a player who can be among the top midfielders and the top kind of attacking midfielders in Europe and in England. And obviously it's been hard to feel like that because he's not always been available. But now he's stringing that fitness together. I think it's clear that United are a better team with him in it. So it is an interesting dilemma and a positive dilemma to have as to whether you play him or Cunha in one of those number 10 positions. I think they offer quite different things. Cunha's more of a kind of dedicated ball carrier in the final third, and Mount is more of a kind of pass first type of midfielder and a little bit comfier picking up the ball in the pockets and being part of those kind of small space interchanges. So they offer different things, but it's like you said, rather than picking from the best of a bad bunch, you're picking out of 2 quality options.
Yeah.
So it can only be a positive, and I'm happy to see him starting because I think United are a better team with him in it.
Yeah, definitely adds to a little bit and enables a lot of fluidity in them forward areas for sure. But another choice that was made, obviously with Sesko returning, meant that Shea Lacey missed out on being on the bench. I think there was a lot of excitement when he was on the bench the last couple of games, thinking could he get that debut. I think there was a few murmurings about why he didn't get on when United were 4-1 up at Wolves as well. And obviously he's lost his place now with Sesko coming back into the fold.
Well, I don't think it should be Sesko or Lacey. I think it should be Lacey or someone like Malacia. When was the last time Malacia saw the pitch? In the summer, he was part of the bomb squad that were meant to be leaving the club, meant to be looking for another club. He's clearly not got a future at the club. He's clearly not rated by Amorim. So why do you feel the need to keep him on the bench? Obviously, I understand it's not a like-for-like switch there. It's a full-back for a winger. But in terms of having someone on the bench who you can bring off to impact a game, I don't think you can really argue that Malacia is bringing anything that you wouldn't get in terms of impact from a young player in Shea Lacey. So for me, that's quite a backwards selection, and I did take issue with the fact that he didn't come on against Wolves. I understand you've got to give minutes to your other senior players, and you've got less games to do it in this season, but you're 4-1 up. You've got a player who, you're probably going to need to rely on a little bit with Mbeumo and Ahmad, your two other right wingers in the squad, leaving for AFCON. I just think it wasn't a very Manchester United manager thing to do, to not bring on an academy player who should be getting opportunities and deserves opportunities.
Yeah, that is literally why I wanted to ask for it, because I knew you'd have strong opinions on it. Obviously, you do see another academy graduate in Fredrickson that's on the bench, providing some centre-half cover, otherwise without Delay. He's not been in the squad for a little while, actually. I think he does like to have more than one centre-half on the bench. You do know he does make multiple centre-half substitutions. It's definitely a common thing for him. I do agree with you, though. I think if Malacia is not really in the fold, I know sometimes at football clubs, senior players do have the kind of politics on their side and experience and obviously contractual and investments where they will always usually get pushed ahead of academy players in that aspect. So you can kind of see it from that standpoint, but I do think it should be him on the bench instead of someone like Malacia, who doesn't really have a future at the club. He's not played in however long, and it's interesting. Like, I think the only reason why he's still here is because
they couldn't sell him
because nobody else wants him.
I think as fans, we've started to come up with justifications for not including academy players, as if usually it's, oh well, maybe if he came on we would have conceded a couple of goals, or oh well, this senior player has to get minutes. But under pretty much any other Manchester United manager in recent years, academy players get pushed in front of some senior players who aren't in favour, and I think that's how it should be at a club like Manchester United. Youth has always been kind of the building block of successful teams, and I think for it to be the other way around, it's become very normalised to us, and we no longer expect for an academy player to get pushed into the spotlight and pushed into kind of unexpected opportunities. But I think it's something that really needs to change quickly, because you're already seeing fallout from some of the highly rated younger players at the club and their representatives in terms of saying, well, it looks like this pathway that previously existed is starting to close up, and a lot of players will feel that if that pathway isn't there, they've got no issues upping and leaving to another club who are going to give those opportunities to them. So I think it's a bit of a dangerous game to play.
That was what you're saying there is that was the draw as a young player to sign for Manchester United, as you maybe saw it as not an easier way to get into a starting 11. Or maybe it is easier given the sort of decline of Manchester United over the last 10 plus years. But I mean, what's United's ambition first and foremost? Is it on the pitch, or is it to bleed through academy players? Because if you look at the players that have come through, I agree with your point, and I love as much as the next United fan that we have this history and legacy of bringing players through. But what's been the success rate over the last 10 years of this bringing players through of the academy? Are they as good as everyone's making out?
It's not been over the past 10 years. It's not been. I've seen someone put a graphic up comparing the other big clubs, the likes of Man City and Chelsea, which it's hard to quantify against the likes of United and Liverpool with Chelsea and City, because it's not just the oil money in terms of how they've kind of like in the transfer market. Another part of the investment and the money that they do have in terms of City and Chelsea, as people call them, the oil clubs, don't they, is they have kind of monopolised a lot of the youth talent going up. Obviously, that I don't know if that's
especially in the south.
Yeah, in the south. Chelsea. I don't know if that's a reductive way of looking at it. Is that being harsh and saying, oh, they've not still developed youngsters? But for the most part, over the past 10 years, Man City and Chelsea have produced like the most high level players coming through. Obviously, I think Arsenal have had an all right time of it of late as well. But I think it's just been a part of United's kind of makeup, which is kind of what the discourse that's covered the whole of today was. Amrin did make some comments yesterday. I was going to ask for both of your opinions on it. There's been a huge divide in terms of how people have interpreted it, saying, has he been a little bit too harsh? Did he frame his words in a way he shouldn't have in terms of disparaging the youth players, and when he mentioned Amas and Mainu and Chido Obi? Or was it just kind of a loss in translation moment in terms, obviously English is not his first language, so it sounded a little bit more matter of fact than it should have. But I didn't like what he said. I do understand the side of it of, he's Manchester United manager. There's a lot of scrutiny and a lot of pressure. It's not exactly had a great time of it. And usually in that instance, you do kind of get into that kind of short-termism mindset, and short-termism and youth players don't go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So the way Amram's going to see it is, Amram's going to see it from the angle of, if I don't trust these youth players and I don't think they're ready and I don't think they're good enough, he's not going to play him because he'll think he's a risk to in terms of getting points and results, which invariably is what you actually judge by as United manager. So I always see it from the other side. I do see it from that angle as well, but I still felt like the way he framed it and what he said and the tone, I think it was all wrong, especially for what a United gaffer is.
Well, I get what you're saying in terms of the risk and him feeling that the senior options give him, in the short term at least, a better outlook. But I don't think it should be one or the other. I think maybe this is idealistic to say, but I think part of his responsibility as a Manchester United manager is to create an environment where there's the stability and the consistency and the kind of leadership in that first team setup, so that young players with less experience can come into the fold and not be that risk. I think a lot of other clubs are really good at this in terms of bringing players through. City have done it well under Pep for the last 5-6 years. They create an environment where it's possible to do that, and I think Amorim has so far failed to do that. So I think I understand what people say in terms of, well, for now he's going for results, but I don't think it should be one or the other. I think there are some cases where you bring through a young player and they add something different, a little kind of unexpected X factor that, maybe someone comes off the bench and grabs a goal late in a game. I just think you look back, obviously, none of the managers post Sir Alex Ferguson that United have been an overwhelming success, but each of their tenures has kind of been underpinned by the association of at least one major academy player. So, you think to Eric Ten Hag, he had Garnacho and Mainu. Oli had Greenwood, and you had someone like Rashford under Van Gaal. A lot of these managers had that kind of positive, lasting association, and I think Amorim risks alienating the academy by not having at least one or two young players that you can kind of put down to, associate with his tenure so far.
Does he? I get your point, Finn, but I think it's been a bit disingenuous given the 18 months that he's been there to be able to set up the sort of stability in the starting 11 to roll the dice on what might be his own career at Manchester United on a young player to maintain the legacy of a club. First and foremost, a Manchester United manager, the job is to be done on the pitch at the games, and he's playing 2 games at the moment, right? He's playing short term where he's got to win games as much as possible, but he's also got looked ahead. But you're talking about like young players that are associated with managers of the past. It's only Marcus Rashford over the last 10 years that's come through that academy that's worth their salt. I've done well.
McTominay did okay.
Okay,
short spells.
But there are players that were victims
Lingard.
of the club's mismanagement that would still be at the club.
How many false dawns were there though? Like Zidane Iqbal, James Garner.
Well, I don't put those players into the same category though, in terms of how they were rated at the time. I think there are other players that would have come into the fold if it weren't for mismanagement at the club. I think you look at, even Scott McTominay is someone who I don't think was perfect for United, and I didn't disagree with selling him at the time. But then when you look at the other players that United recruit as an alternative, there's mismanagement that leads to us missing out on good players that have come out of the academy, and they should be. Dean Henderson's another one that I think would be playing a role in the first team at the moment.
Do you think it just comes down to? I feel like it does a lot come down to what it is. United are in dire straits. There's like a desperation for results. There's a lot of inconsistency, and I see it as Amorim as a gaffer probably just thinks I need to go with just the experience, which I get because this is not even me defending him. Like, I'm usually one of the last people to defend him, but I can kind of just see, because Semi being there obviously didn't make it to like 21's level, but that's just usually managers' approaches. For example, Mourinho spent years being criticised for being very anti-youth because and when he went into the market in the transfer windows, he'd kind of always want to go after players that were like 27, 28 and peak and older, because do you think experience equals reliability, and sometimes they're a little bit afraid of taking that risk. And I also think maybe United need to get into a position where we're performing well enough where we can integrate these talented youth players into it better and almost like fostering an environment for them that they can actually thrive in, because and that starts from being managed better, being coached better, and the likes of Ineos and the boardroom being better in terms of the recruitment and the direction of the club.
It's almost like the youth team is a luxury, but also a long-term necessity.
Yeah.
You've got to have that sort of winning machine, as City have, or Chelsea seem to be moving towards. They're ahead of us in that sense before you can start bleeding these young players in. And until United get there, then the priority has to be the starting 11. So it's sad that Shea Lacey not getting on the pitch or whatever. But as United are winning, for me first and foremost, that's what I'm happy about.
But what I'd say is then in that game state, for example, against Wolves, where you're 4-1 up, is there any more risk to winning in bringing on Shea Lacey than Joshua Zirkzee? Because I completely get what you're saying in terms of there needs to be the right environment and United need to be a stable outfit on the pitch. But then in those kind of particular cases, just in terms of what it means, the academy, in terms of what the academy means to the club and the history going back, and what it means for the younger players coming through the academy in terms of looking up to the first team and saying, is there any chance of a pathway for me? I think those decisions when you're going to bring on a Joshua Zirkzee first are backwards and kind of they don't represent what the club should be about.
You think that bringing Zirkzee on ahead of Lacey was a mistake? It is sort of a bad move.
Yeah.
But before, weren't we talking about how it's better getting Heaven minutes on the pitch or how Mount getting more minutes on the pitch? Zirkzee is probably going to get more game time than Lacey this season.
No, I know, but I think also the club don't see Zirkzee as someone who's necessarily that important to the long-term plans. He might leave to Italy in January. So I understand the argument if it's a young player who's got a future at the club, like Heaven, or if it's Mount who's seen as someone with a future at the club. But when the alternative is not someone who clearly has a footing in the long-term plans of the club, I think bringing on someone like Shea Lacey, who for many people does have a future at the club and has the potential to be a player who can be important to the club, is far more representative of what United should be and should be aiming to be. Than someone like Joshua Zirkzee.
Listen, Finn's academy scoop, man. He's always going to ride out for the youth players.
I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm interested in his opinion.
I think he's both made good points there. I'm going to go into the super chats as well before I forget him. I'm not going to get Joe Smith out here. Listen, but the first super chat was actually from Ray Jugo. Thanks for that. That says Amrim clarified his statement about Harry Hamas and said he was referring to Sheffield Wednesday struggling as a team, not Harry specifically. I think that was one of them that was debated about loss, but it just felt like the context of what he was talking about was kind of justifying why he doesn't play youngsters, saying he played them last year, I wasn't getting results, and people were saying sack me, so that's why I'm not playing them now. It's kind of what he was saying. So it felt like, even though he was mentioning Sheffield Wednesday more than him, it did feel like it felt like a bit of shade towards the academy players, if I'm going to be honest, even if you agree with the crux of what he was saying. But I'm going to go into the other super chat as well, which is, so who of today's starting 11 do you drop for Mainu? I think that is an argument for you two. I've kind of thought if he's going to play in the midfield pivot, you got Bruno Casemiro. As soon as he said he was going to play, he's basically second choice behind Bruno, you thought it's going to be a tough ask for him to get minutes in that aspect. Obviously, he got trialled last year in some of the 10 areas as well. I thought he did okay. I remember he came on against Lyon, got the equaliser. I think we have kind of come to the conclusion that in this current setup with Bruno and Casemiro available, he's not ever going to really start Mainu.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get around that. And I think that's why a lot of people were filled with so much hope when they saw this story this morning coming out that United may be trialling a 4-3-3 in the near future, because that opens the door, or at least should open the door on paper, to someone like Mainu coming into a midfield three, where you assume that he'd be far more suited to his kind of skill set and strengths, not having to cover so much ground and maybe having a more defensive player by his side, someone like a Casemiro who can kind of help him do that part of the game that's maybe not his biggest strength. But I think I think all of us have come to the conclusion that in this system he's just not going to play ahead of Bruno, and he's not going to play ahead of Mount or Cunha or Mbeumo in one of the 10 positions. So it's kind of you're fighting a losing game there.
Yes, I do hear you. You've got played out for the last super chat, played out 148. Says the Canu players have a big part of player power problems in recent years. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not sure about that. Obviously, maybe Garnacho had some of his issues. Obviously, a bit of a tumultuous end for Rashford as well at the club. But I think a massive element of like honing academy players when they break through is helping them grow up as men as well. I mean, they almost need that sense of direction and obviously pinning down as well. And that may be an area that United have struggled, because if we actually move past the whole academy youth players kind of conversation, there's been very few players over the last 10, 15 years from just a general standpoint that have actually improved whilst they've been at Manchester United.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can literally count on less than one hand the amount of players that have come to Manchester United and got better or been a success or improved as a player. You can probably name a few, but there's not been that many. And that speaks to like a bigger issue. And that was part of why Ineos have come in, tried to change that, because we saw how much of a sinking ship that we've been under the Glazers. And I won't say it's been a perfect start for Ineos, but it's something that United definitely need to change. Need to be better at developing players that we bring in, recruiting the right players, but also kind of honing the youth as well, because I think there's been a lot of kind of like derailing of academy breakthroughs at Manchester United. And I don't know if that sometimes could be maybe, is it our fault? Is it the club's fault? Or is it maybe it just happens to be the players themselves? But
yeah. It's been broken on so many different levels, hasn't it? And I think that it's not going to be an overnight fix. And whilst in the past we've had maybe transfer windows that have failed to deceive, and like I said, the valuation of players post them signing for United has gone down. I'd say this summer is probably the best United transfer window we've had. So if we look at that as a sign of success, everything else should build in time. I think what happens with fans is just a lack of patience in terms of where we're going and how fast they want to get there.
That's true. Got another super chat as well from Joshua Bowater that says, I think the more people push for Manu, etc., the less likely Amorim's to play them to just prove a point. He's that type of stubborn manager. And then you've got up here, who have I got there? It's Steve MZ3N. What a name for me to start pronouncing. I was almost going to pronounce that. He's been a member for 36 months. Thank you. He says Manu started at Grimsby and was awful and hasn't shown anything when he's played since. This suggests he should start another game. The whole team was awful against Grimsby. I think that's really disingenuous. He also got an assist in that game actually for.
I think he was one of United's few
okay
players in that performance.
And that, I think there lies a problem as well. The only concerning part of the whole Manu discourse is I think it puts his performances and his cameos under a massive microscope when he does come on, and people will kind of like microanalyse his performance, either rightly or wrongly, and that's another thing that concerns. I feel like now when he gets 10 minutes and doesn't like get an assist or a goal or set the world alight, then people are like, ha, that's why he's not playing. I think that type of hate watching towards an academy player, I think, is something that's been unsettling, and I think a lot of people have been doing that, and I've actually been calling that out, but.
I think other players who have, say, got an injury and then had to come back into the fold, or maybe been out of form for a while and come back into the team. I think other players have been given far longer kind of grace periods and far more patience when they're coming back up to that level than Manu. It's like every time Manu gets 5-10 minutes off the bench, he's scrutinised so much more during that time, and it feels really weird given where he's come from and the fact that he is an academy product. I think it is a bit strange.
Do you think the scrutiny's come from the transfer request? Like if he doesn't ask for the loan move in the summer, do you think he's under as much?
There was nothing. He didn't ask for a transfer request because he wanted a loan because
loan move. Yeah.
He probably had a conversation with Amorim, found out he wasn't really going to get much minutes. We didn't qualify for Europe, which was at the hands of the team and Amorim last year, finishing 15th and also losing the Europa League final. So there was less scope for kind of rotation. And I think that's why he just asked. He thought, World Cup year, a whole year of development missing, he probably asked to be loaned out. But the issue is if you loan Manu out, then it kind of, does it leave United's midfield options thin? So then he wanted to keep him as a bit of a contingency plan. So this whole Manu situation has been a massive rock and a hard place, because it's like, if you let him go out on loan, it allows him to develop and get minutes, what he's not getting here, which you do need. Because I think missing a whole year at this stage basically of development is a massive hindrance. But at the same time, if you do let him go, then it's like, if anything happens to this two starting midfielders, the options are quite thin in midfield then, and I think that's the problem that they've had to juggle.
I just think as a manager, it's a bit unfair to say, look, I'm not going to play you pretty much at all other than 5, 10, 15 minute cameos off the bench. You're not immediately in the short term an important part of this squad, and yet I'm not going to grant you that opportunity to go out on loan. I don't think you can really have it both ways as a United manager, especially given what Manu has done under other managers and has done for the team in the past. I think he had every right to ask for that loan request. He's a young player, he knows his potential, he knows his worth, and he knows that it's an important year, not just for England, but in terms of his development. From 18 to 23 is basically where players develop the most, and missing one of those crucial years can be detrimental. So I think he's got every right to ask for that loan. I do understand some of the frustration about it, because obviously there's the counter argument that he's just 20. Players go through these times of having less game time, and they just kind of need to suck it up and get on with it. But I don't really see it that way, and I think the club are lucky that he's not asking for a permanent move, because he'd be well within his rights to,
especially with the transfer, like with his contract running down as well. Yeah. My take with the Mainoo situation was, at the time when he asked for the loan move in the summer, I was in the camp of what's best for Manchester United in this scenario, and it was, okay, let's say he is going to play second fiddle to Bruno or Casemiro, and that's why I wanted him to stay at Manchester United. Now, I fully expected that when either Bruno or Casemiro came off, it was going to be in this, Mainoo was going to get more game time. What has been shocking, and probably one of the reasons I've been annoyed at Amorim this season, and I've been obviously a big supporter of his, was how defensive we've been when we're making them midfield substitutions. So it doesn't make any sense. But now you look towards January transfer window coming in, and it's like the whole conversation comes around again as to what's best for Mainoo and what's best for Manchester United. Because when I look, what will happen is Bruno will get injured and we'll end up loaning out Mainoo to Napoli or something.
Yeah, no, I do. Obviously, it's something that we could speak about at length. Obviously, we are playing against Bournemouth. Obviously, we'll shift our focus to that. But this has literally been a topic that's dominated United discourse over the past 24 hours, especially because of what he said in the press conference. He's quite often being questioned about it. But another thing that was kind of leaked a little bit by Laurie Whitwell, not really leaked, but it's put out there. And I think, Ben, if you can get that quote back up, I did see it before about the potential back four. And I think you mentioned it as well earlier. And he was actually asked, Ruben Amorim, about this potential back four that he could be alluding to changing to, especially when AFCON arises. Is Ruben Amorim on if he is playing a back four tonight? Ruben Amorim says the formation is not the most important thing. It's the way you set up the team and try to take some advantage from the opponent. Of course, we need to think about the future. In the future, we need to have more variability in our game. We are going to lose 2 wingers, so we need to adapt to the players we have. And we need to learn from some mistakes in the past. You can find out formation when the game starts. You can see the lineup is the same. So
that's what it's kind of what he's maintained the whole time, is that the formation isn't really the be all and end all. We can see that given the lineup that he's named, it could be either a 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3. It's just a case of moving a couple of players around. So I do understand that argument, but at the end of the day, it's his responsibility to make sure that United are playing well and winning games outside of the formation. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, the lineup does look pretty much the exact same. There is a bit of a weird thing that could happen though, because a lot of people have kind of reduced the tactical criticism towards Amorim to just people saying it's just the formation alone and it's just like the back three. I've come on here so much and said it's more than that. All a formation is just a framework, really. It's not the tactics, it's not the principles, it's not the methods. Sometimes it's not even the structure. All that formation is like the numbers and like the framework. There's a lot more that goes into it. 5 teams can all play 4-3-3, and they all play football completely differently. And it's the implementation of like a tactics and your game model, etc., can vary so much within the framework of a formation. But people have kind of reduced it to, it's just if we do change to a back four, people are going to be like, you got what you wanted and we still shit. A back four still needs to be coached. It's not just like we've changed it. So there's a bit of that needs to, a bit of that kind of talk.
There's an oversimplification, isn't there?
There's oversimplification of it. Do you know what I mean? But from what I can see, it looks pretty much the same, unless. If we were all right, so people help me out in the chat. If you're looking at this lineup and if it was a potential back four and it was a 4-3-3, as Laurie said, that they've actually been coaching and practicing in training, where do you think everyone plays?
So Dalot would go right back, and then you'd have a back four of Shaw, Heaven, Euro, and Dalot, and then wouldn't it just be Casemiro, Bruno, Mount? Which, to be fair, it doesn't feel like the most balanced midfield three. That feels very offensive-minded. So. And then probably Mbeumo up top, Ahmad on the right, Cunha on the left. Do you think?
I think, I don't know. I think it's going to be the same because outside of that, obviously, where's Ahmad going to play? Part of the midfield three, or is it? Or is he? Could it be?
I think it would be Ahmad, Ahmad, Cunha, and Bumo.
And then it would be a midfield three of Mount, Bruno, and Casemiro. Okay,
but that would feel pretty offensive-minded.
Well, there's our answer anyway.
Do you not think
back three?
Yeah. Do you not think that it's going to be a case of him maybe changing halfway through the game into a 4-3-3 because of obviously it's been successful, not to some people's likes, but this season we are playing better than we have previously with a 3-5-2. If United are winning 2-0, then it might be a case that he brings on a Martinez in centre back, and it's a little bit easier to go back into the 4, bring a Sesko up front. You've got more of an obvious centre forward, so it might be the second half, might be where we see the changes into a new formation.
I think we've been seeing a lot of changes at half-time recently as well. That's clearly something that Amorim likes to do, is bring about tactical change coming into the second half and see if he can leverage an advantage through that. So it's probably the time to do that experimenting in this last game where you've still got Ahmad and Mbumo going into a period of uncertainty. Probably now it might be the best time.
Yeah, it makes a little sense, doesn't it, to sort of take away. If the players that are leaving, why would you change their game on the last game before they go?
Yeah. But also, to be fair, taking away your knowing you're going to lose your two wingers and then switching to a formation where you need wingers seems a bit backwards, but
nah. All right, so we've got another super chat here from Mario De Silva that says, disagree that Amorim doesn't develop players. In 1 year at United, he's revived Mount and De Ligt, boosted Juro, Bruno did great. I'm not quite sure about that. At Sporting, he developed Mendes, Nunes, Gyökeres, Ugarte, and sold them for profit.
With those players that he's named there at United, I think a lot of them
Mount just got fit, really.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think what he does well as a manager is physically platforms his players, so everyone looks in good shape, everyone's physically conditioned, and we tend to keep our players fit. A lot of the times we don't have many injuries, and I think that's what I would probably put players like Mount and De Ligt. Maybe I think you could argue that De Ligt's improving, but
I think De Ligt is the good shout.
Yeah, De Ligt is probably the one that stands out, that's really improved in a United shirt.
Bruno's always been great.
Bruno.
If anything, Bruno's actual underlying metrics for like his creation and his goals and assists obviously up until recently. I've been less so. I wouldn't say Ahmad, but I think it's hard to say. He's only been here for a year, so I can kind of see maybe if he was here longer, you can kind of have more an accurate depiction on whether he has developed players. But we talked about stability and environment before, and sometimes it's easier for that to happen if the environment is stable and there's almost like consistency in performance, which hasn't been the case obviously since he arrived. But I feel like it's about time we do get on a run, because it feels like any time that we do go on a little bit of a positive run, there's always a massive gut punch in there. And United have actually had a bit of it, because we've only lost 1 in 9. One in nine. But a lot of the draws have felt like losses. So I think that's why there's kind of like not this, because there's been a lot of...
It's a good sign that our standards are
kind of improving. That's good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had games, Tottenham, Forest, what was the other one as well? West Ham. I think 3 of those draws are when we were leading, so I don't know if that's kind of like they've almost felt like losses from the fallout of it,
more winnable,
because we didn't win them. But it does feel like United get on a run, get a good result, and you just don't know what's coming around the corner. That could obviously speak to the strength of the league and the consistency, or just the fact that the team is just not playing in a very sustainable way. But obviously, as we're going to speak about Bournemouth, I'm going to read the Bournemouth lineup out as well. Is they've not had a good time of it. They've not won in 6 and have struggled. And I'm always actually concerned playing teams like that, because it does feel like are you going to be the game that they turn the tide?
Taking a scalp against United is one that sort of turns their season around, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but I will read out the Bournemouth lineup for the people that haven't seen it. Obviously, in net we have Petrovic. I think right back they have Smith, Diakite, Senesi, and Troy Fur. Midfield pivot of Tavernier and Adams, and that's where Jimenez right wing, Cliver as a 10, Semenyo left wing, and Evan Wilson up front. From what I know, I swear Jimenez is a right back. No, I think they've gone a bit weird with that BBC. I kind of feel like Smith might be in the middle. Smith can play right, but he can play in the middle as well, and I think they might put Jimenez right back and Tavernier as a right winger. The way that lineup looked, Tavernier definitely not a midfield pivot player. Do you know what I mean? That's definitely not where he plays. But I think whoever's done that, reckon it was Will. know Will works there on the BBC Sport. But there's a lot of talent in that team, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Bournemouth. They've not been great. Iriola's been someone that's been a little bit of the flavour of the month as well as a manager. They play very attacking football, very full throttle. I think they're the highest pressing team in the league as well. They do leave quite a lot of space in behind. Their matches can become quite end-to-end, which is why I predicted that it'd be quite a score draw. I thought it'd be 2-2, which would be another game that United don't get a clean sheet in. But they do afford you chances as Bournemouth side if you're brave, but they are one of those teams that are very dangerous, that if you allow them to get head up of steam and get on top of you, you can be in a lot of trouble, as we've found out. So it's a very, very difficult game to predict because of United's obviously unpredictability and Bournemouth being out of form. But then you look at their team sheet and they have talent there.
Yeah, and they're still, I mean, I think they're only 5 points behind us in the league. So despite their form not being great recently, they're still a really, really strong side and they have players that can hurt you. And I think Semenyo is the real obvious one that pretty much every top Premier League club would hope to sign this January window if the opportunity arises. He's the one that can cause a lot of damage, and going up against quite an inexperienced back line, it could be a little bit nervy there, seeing him playing against, depending on who's on what side, he could be going up against Yoro or Heaven. So a bit of a test there for them. That's where I'd be most worried. Yeah,
particularly with the sort of pace that we tend to start games. But I think this season in particular, I think you can just throw form guides out of the window. It's that unpredictable. It really is. Like within 2 games, you're either fighting relegation, or you're fighting for the top 4. So you never really know what they're going to be like when they come to Old Trafford, or what United are going to be like performing. And I say it week in, week out. I'd like United just to get a hold of the ball and just start the game with that and dictate the game themselves at home. That sort of shows the stature of a team when you're doing that. What we're doing far too often, which is worrying against teams like Bournemouth, is allowing them to press us from the first whistle. It shouldn't be like that, so I'd like to see more of that.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because United, we all want to see United kind of be the team to dominate games and have the most possession, but we tend to win more games when we have less possession. So it's kind of hard to work out what the end kind of long-term goal.
My heart though, Finn, I can't take it. I'm getting on nowadays. I can't take these sort of high-octane games.
I know, but that's what you
Silver
expect
Fox
now, isn't
beard?
it?
Yeah.
So you got the Silver Fox beard going on here.
Getting on now.
You are dressed like a Frenchman. Am I allowed to say that?
It's not offensive.
No, I think that's a compliment to
Yeah,
us.
thank you. It's a Breton top. It's a French top.
Culture.
Is it?
Yeah.
It does look very French.
I've been living in France, so.
Oh, you have, haven't you?
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah. It's been good.
It's been good. City of love. Or you can't talk too much.
City of love, yeah.
Yeah. Oui. I need to go there, you know. I've not been. I've been. Last time I went was for a football tournament when I was like 15. It was on tour actually.
Who are you playing?
I've heard a lot of good things about the nightlife in Paris, but so I do definitely very expensive. I heard though, obviously, but I'm definitely gonna try and. Do you know what? Hit me up. I'll be there, man.
Shoot out next year.
Yeah, I'll show out. How long have we got till kick-off? Oh, it's 10 minutes.
10
Damn,
minutes.
we've been waffling for ages, isn't it?
That's good.
10 minutes. It's gone fast, that. Thought you were ill, you know. You lied so that I had to present this.
And it worked so well.
You know what I mean? Because you was ill pretending a second ago I had the sniffles, and now you look full of life, face
like
beaming. Stitch me up here, innit?
I get it every week.
Do you know what? All right. But as I said, on the positive side, when you look at the league table, playing on a Monday, we've got Ahmad and Mbumo. Bournemouth have been floundering a little bit. 3 points here would be massive in terms of going joint 4th place, basically, with Chelsea, with just goal difference being behind them. And then
when you compare the expectations that Chelsea have around them, and kind of, I think most Chelsea fans are fairly pleased with Maresca and fairly pleased with the direction their club are heading. To be on a kind of even footing with them if we win this game, I think there is maybe some reframing that might need to be done by United fans in terms of where we're at and how we're progressing in this project.
I agree with you completely, Finn. I think even regardless of tonight's result, there needs to be sort of reframing in terms of what were your perspectives at the beginning of the season and where were you? Or when I was seeing Paul Scholes the other day talking about on his podcast how we used to play this certain way of football. Like, we aren't the team we were 13, 14 years ago. Yeah. You know, we weren't the team we are in the 90s. That's a long, long time ago. So why? I get that you have standards as a fan and they can be your wants and dreams. You're not going to achieve them overnight.
Yeah.
you've got to look at the increments of progression. And I look at Manchester United, particularly on the Ram, I were better than last season, yeah. And it's got to be as simple as that as we're moving forward. And as soon as he takes a step back in terms of like league performance as well, you call him out on it. But at the moment, it's slow, but we are moving in the right direction, and people just want to, throw the dummy out of the pram at the slightest of results. Are you happy or sad at league positions and what you want?
I think the thing is, you have to gauge it, you have to base it against the expected improvement that would come just by the players that you bring into the squad. So I think you have to say, have we improved more or less than you would expect given who we've signed? And I think we've probably improved a reasonable amount that correlates with.
That's relative to the signings.
So I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can necessarily say convincingly United are definitely heading in the right direction under Amorim because of how much we've improved. Because I think you have to look at who we've brought into the squad.
Yeah, it's interesting. They literally have the metrics now on the screen talking about Bournemouth's like propensity for high turnovers, high pressing. That's the PPDA, which is how high your defensive actions are on average. And there's going to be space in behind, which is funny because the likes of Mbumo might thrive in that. Cunha's not exactly a running behind threat. But I think Sesko, when he comes on, obviously a bit of a power runner, can be important. And can just speak a little bit quickly on Sesko. Obviously back in the side today, well, on the bench. But how big will that be, especially with Ahmad and Mbumo about to leave, him coming back just in time for obviously another added element of attacking option. How big is he going to be? Because I know he's had a slightly slow start. He had a couple of good performances there. Had some couple of rough games as well. What you usually find with young strikers, especially at United, it feels like we're having a tough time of it at the minute. How do you think he'll kick on when he does obviously get his opportunity and obviously adds a little bit of attacking option off the bench?
Yeah, I'm hoping he can kind of hit the ground running a little bit. United need a striker who's scoring goals, and I think we've clearly seen the impacts of not having a clear out-and-out striker. We've had to kind of make short-term adjustments and use players out of position and things like that. So I think it's definitely a welcome addition back into the squad. But also you have to keep your expectations in check, and you have to realise he is a young player. He's a young striker who we've seen young strikers struggle for years at United. And he's never just going to... I don't think it's going to be this overnight thing with him where he suddenly explodes into scoring every game. I think it's going to be a gradual development, so we have to give him that time. But I think he's another player who I think United are a better team with him in it.
Yeah, I think in terms of the overall game of what I've seen of him compared to the person that he's replacing in Hoyland, I'm more optimistic. But I think when you say like he's had a couple of off games, I think the thing with Sesko is that he's sort of a victim for how well Mbumo and Cunha have settled him because they've signed in the same summer and they've sort of hit the ground running. Yeah. But they've played.
Some people disagree with Cunha hitting the ground.
Well, I'm not going to entertain idiots, right? So you've got them two number 10s, and I think that they've done really well. But with Sesko in comparison, he's not scoring as many goals. He's come from a foreign league. He's going to look a bit different.
Has Sesko scored more than Cunha?
Yeah. Well, he's a striker.
Yeah,
do you know he's a striker. He's still better than Gyökeres, if that's
it's a low bar.
That's a silver lining.
I completely agree. The expectations
low bar in it.
You're definitely right, Scotty. In terms of the expectations are different. It's a young striker compared to two players with years of Premier League experience under their belts. So I think you are going to have to give him that time to come up to the level needed.
Yes. Are we going to be set piece FC again today?
Could be.
Are we going to revisit our threat from set pieces?
There's a decent amount of height.
Because that's another thing that has improved. We do look dangerous from attacking corners, and we actually defended them decently well. Famous last words. And I think we've got a good chance of looking at the heights of the team. Anthony Berry said Ronnie's better than Gyökeres. Nah, I'm like 10 years post prime, mate. I'm definitely not better than Gyökeres. But can we get? You know what? I've almost forgot Joe does this. I almost forgot predictions. We've got 3 minutes left, but the teams are walking out, and we have kick-off in around 2 minutes or so. So get your score predictions in, and I'm going to go around the table and get a prediction off the lads as well, and let me know how you think the game will finish. What do you reckon, Scotty?
I think it's going to be...
Do I have to say it in French? Can you say it in French, just your score prediction?
4-1.
4-1.
No, 4-1,
yeah, that was a struggle, I feel like a French person almost wouldn't understand that.
It's the Mancunian and French accent. Actually, someone in France said to me, he goes, the Mancunian accent is very melodic. Really?
Is it melodic?
Melodic, yeah.
Melodic.
Was it a woman?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, sounds like flirting to me. Do you know what I mean? Anyway,
Take it when you get it.
melodic, you know. Anyway, all right, Finn, what is your score prediction?
2-1.
2-1. 2-1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I think I'm sensing a Semenyo or a Clive Hurt goal, to be honest.
Yes.
But yeah.
I'm actually predicting. I thought it was score draw, but I think we might actually nick this today.
Yeah.
I don't see us getting that unprecedented clean sheet, which would be our second one of the season. But I think there might be goals in it. I actually can see like a 3-2 or something daft, you know.
I could definitely, if there's an early goal, I could see the structure, the game losing some structure, and then some goals flying in on both sides. To be honest, it could be one of them.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
messy one.
All right, 3-2 prediction for me, 2-1 for you. I'm asked for you to say it in French and couldn't barely understand it. I was much better at Spanish. And obviously Scotty, if you pan to his seat, yes,
Sadly,
looking
we
as
lost
beautiful as ever. And he's predicted 2-1, but
4-1, wasn't it?
no, 4-1.
Is it 4-1?
Oh yeah, yes, it shows my French is all over the place. But 4-1. So we've got a full house of predicted victories actually, which is quite optimistic. Do you know what I mean? Especially for me. I'm like the pessimist guy.
I know, but I'm glad to hear you're changing your ways.
Nah, I just kind of have I go with what my gut feeling is. I think Bournemouth, if we play to our strengths, we have a good chance of getting like in behind them as well, because they are very adventurous with the way they set up, unless they've got some sort of tactical change today. But we have definitely got a young back line with Lenny Euro and Aidan Heaven as well, so it'll be a big game for them. But it'd be nice to get a clean sheet today. It's just don't a few
1-0 all season, is that right?
Yeah.
Who did that come against?
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think there's a lot of excitement in what Aidan Heaven and Lenny Euro could become as a centre back partnership, or just as two important young centre backs in the squad. I think both have big potential, and you could easily see them partner each other long term in a back two together if we are moving in that direction.
How does it fit Martinez disrupt the back three, you think?
I think the only position he can play in that back three is the one that Luke Shaw's in, and Luke Shaw, funny enough, has actually been okay.
Do you not think he could play in the middle?
I thought so, but people are saying his height might be a bit of an issue there.
Because I think it might have been against Wolves in the second half. He kind of went into the middle, and there was a bit of a switch there, and it's difficult because it's like what he can offer on the ball is perfect for playing that central centre back role, but then obviously it's his biggest weakness defending, in the air and those central areas where he struggles. So yeah, you probably would expect him to play on the left, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would imagine so. But we're literally about to kick off. Probably already have. Bournemouth kicking off right to left.
Here we go.
Very mixed bag in terms of score predictions as well.
What are people saying?
A lot of draws and victories, but more draws than you'd expect. Okay. I wonder how much second balls are gonna have a part to play. Good header from.
Oh, nice.
Nice flick.
Oh
shit! We was almost in there. That was close to us breaking in for Cunha.
Calm it down.
You see what I mean? You get little 1-2s, you can almost get in. It felt like it was one loose little touch there from kind of just getting in straight away.
I think if that opening minute's anything to go by, it's going to be pretty open-ended today, isn't it?
Semenyo right wing's interesting.
Do you think he's someone we go for in January?
Ooh.
Oh nice. My days! He's actually we're in here.
Go on, now, man. Still on.
Go on.
Oh.
Calls for a handball there from
Bad pass by Ahmad on it.
Yeah, it wasn't the right pass, but
just a pass from Ahmad there, but that was such a good breakaway. The play from Bruno.
Nice.
The play from Bruno was at the start and a half. Awful.
Careful.
Ooh. Is that corner? Corner that?
Yeah.
Getting lively going forward. That. They're checking a potential pen now as well. Probably.
No,
they're not
it's
gonna.
too close.
They're not gonna do it because it came off the defender's legs. But a corner here, I think we could have some joy from corners as well.
Yeah.
But that was unbelievable play by Bruno Fernandes.
The
Dummy
lead
first to
from
Cunha
Bruno.
and then the pass as well.
It's just that pass from Ahmad that
It's
needs
just
to be a
the
little
pass
bit
from
better.
Ahmad there is a chance.
Or can he take it? Yeah.
Just
He
there.
plays it behind him, then instead of in
him.
front of him.
Just
If anything,
the
there
wrong
he's probably
side.
better off taking the shot when they're already expecting the pass to Boomer.
That's twice though. He got through early
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
That's already
What can
Cunha's
we-
first shot of the game.
What can we do from it? Oh,
Yeah, he averages about. Ooh, Tyler Adams might be injured. He averages about 10 a game.
Really, yeah.
yeah.
Might have jarred his knee that
Yeah.
blocking that. Have a little stoppage in play. Tyler Adams down injured.
The way he caught that contact looked like it could twist a knee out of place a bit.
Yeah, he might be done there.
He's someone that United have been linked to in the past few days as a midfield option.
Looks like they're bringing on Cook. Is it Alex Scott? Oh, yeah. Alex Scott. How did he know already that he can't? Or did he mic it? How did he know that he's already finished? Sometimes those jarred knees though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Could be
jarred his knee
twisted.
there,
Yeah.
Tyler.
I'd like to say it might play in our favours,
Yeah.
but we know how quick substitutions have happened in the past.
Yeah, he's saying he's fine, but he's give it the. His mates, his teammate went like that, and then Tyler Adams just give it the.
Oh yeah, normal,
Yeah.
right.
He's gonna be pissed though. I feel like he's give it that I'm fine, but is he going back? Yeah, he's going back. That's still. I always found that, especially at thingy level, they always like ask if you're alright. I know you try and sub you off already. Got a funny little corner routine going on there.
Go on.
Oh shit! Bad goalkeeping that.
Yeah.
What a corner that was!
Yeah.
Great corner. That's gone
That was some wild keeping. That was like Bayern Day
straight
stuff.
through.
It's interesting that Ahmad's over it.
The low just kind of just. Just fucking stood there, man. What the hell? Yeah, he's come off. Yeah, that. Tyler Adams come off injured after a few minutes.
Baby Grealish.
He's the only kind of like defensive-minded midfielder as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they're going to be very open in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, Semenyu's already come over to the left side. So is Tavernier actually playing in midfield pivot?
Um,
I think he actually is. Seems like a very attacking lineup, innit,
Yeah.
from Bournemouth.
No played.
That wasn't a foul. I knew he was going to give it. It didn't feel
No.
like it. Felt like he just got kind of leaned on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I think United will have chances today. I'm very open. It's just keeping Bournemouth out because got a lot of attacking players on the bench. Then midfield pivots to Vernier and Scott. Scott's like an attacking 8.
yeah.
Tavernier is a winger. Good pressing.
Yeah. It's been a good intensity to start the
Yeah.
game as well.
Started alive. As usual, a lot of our threat does come down his right side, innit? That's what concerns me about the.
Losing them.
Losing them
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Where'd you make up that threat from?
Go on.
Well played.
Nice.
He's
Support.
I don't know. I feel like I sometimes like the way we look when we have Kuhn up top, with just because of the kind of like
Added fluidity. you
added
get
fluidity,
from
but it might just hurt the kind of like box presence.
And to be fair, I think Sesko can
Well
do
played.
Okay,
Hey.
now Evan, yes.
That's
Well
what he's good at.
played.
It's a good knock.
Well
that.
Spreading it nice from wing to
Really
wing.
Yeah.
nice. What a
Go
good
on,
start
Ahmad.
here.
Go on.
Had a good start here.
Too much. Well
Another
played.
corner.
Played Ahmad.
Played.
Skip past the fullback easy there, innit?
This is one of the more impressive starts I've seen of late of United.
Yeah, they're on it.
Fucking didn't have a
He's
clue
so
there,
good at
innit?
baiting that.
Our little 1v1 specialist.
He-
We looked a threat from the first corner, man. I do think it's not the biggest team. Bournemouth. We can have some joy if the delivery's good. I thought that was in then.
He was off, wasn't he?
Good start there.
Oh,
Yes! Mo! Oh, shit.
that keeper looks suspect, man. Is that the post or did the keeper throw it back out?
He's a good save, crossed by Mbumo, and I didn't know whether it was offside or
Around
not.
getting the angle right on
But
that
that's
shot is really
that's
impressive.
fucking effort.
It's a
That
good effort. It's not easy to
just in
bobble
the
in
middle.
and from a weird
Did
angle.
everyone think Mbumo was offside
Yeah.
there? Is that
Yeah, I thought he was. Looking threatening.
Yeah, good start. Go on.
Ooh, go on.
Go on.
Well played.
Why didn't he shoot? Why didn't he shoot?
Bro,
Couldn't you should have shot there?
just felt like it was just one bounce for us.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Go on. Started like a house on fire,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Casemiro trying left
Chance
foot.
after chance. There you go. They're playing with confidence, aren't
He can strike it
they?
though.
Yeah, he can.
Cass. Good first 10 minutes here. Ooh. Okay, now I almost. It was like it's a slight.
They're not
sec
giving them
away
time to
from-
breathe.
Oh fuck!
Who's watching that run?
Oh my god! That was a bit nerve wracking.
It's the same both ways, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the whole thing. You can start as well as you like,
But you
you're
need
not
to
gonna-
put a ball in
you're
it.
not going to convert it.
Yeah, because this was like a short block from like a tap in.
They come back off him.
No.
I thought it did. I think that's what Le Mans asked for. We're not for a throw-in. Everyone's on a long throw thing now, innit?
Ooh.
That corner.
Yep.
Kind of felt like he just headed it straight over though. The defender. Yeah. Oh,
That's cool.
strong to be fair. A strong defensive header. Talked about our threat for our corners. He's so we defend these.
Strong.
Oh, dealt with from Le Mans. He's gonna let that go out. It's like they're playing for the dealing with a little mini aerial assault from Bournemouth, long throws and corners.
It's gone short though.
Interesting. Is he on? Looked like he was off.
Off he is.
Looked like he was off by a distance there. Not got caught not looking across the line, innit?
What did he want for him? 60 mil they're talking about his buyout clause.
Yeah,
I
he
think
had a strong start to the
65.
season. I think he's kind of blanked recently though.
But I think he's the sort of compliment we need on the other
Yeah.
wing compared
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Ahmad.
Yeah.
And he's so versatile as well because he
Yeah.
can play pretty much anywhere across the front three. Isn't it 65 in January and then 85 or something like that?
Is
in
it
summer?
really? Yeah.
I think there's quite specific clauses for him.
Get it on. Usually always composed, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well held. Well held from Mount. Them little second balls, loose balls, going to be important today. But as you said, it feels like United in the ascendancy need to get the
They need to convert
get
into
that goal.
some sort of goal. But
Because
as an opening 15 minutes, I don't think I've seen anything like this season. And maybe the Burnley game. But there's definitely a sort of cavalier spirit about them. Get him! Get him!
yes! I'm happy.
Hold on.
My guy Delou, what are you saying about Delou?
Cross.
Stiffle. Now we've deserved that.
That goal was in slow motion.
Step over and cross. It looks like Cunha should have headed it, but didn't.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, this is what I'm saying. I want the Delou trade.
Converting.
Nah, we deserved that. We started
yeah.
really well.
Such a good start. Obviously, we look a little open at the back, but apart from that, we've been
just before
flying.
he takes himself to
man.
to AFCON.
What a cross from Dalla.
He's had a bright
He
start.
he starts to move, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a really bright start. Because I saw Cunha and I was like,
Step over and all.
That's a ball, that though.
Oh.
He's on.
Did it?
Right, he's on
Did
side.
he even touch it though? Could you?
He didn't even touch it though, did he?
No, I don't think he. No, we'll see.
Nah, I can see his foot. I can see Senesi's right foot is keeping him on. Can see he's well onside. He's well onside.
So is that Cunha an assist?
Let me get my Delou proper.
Could be. Did he touch it?
He does touch it, I think.
Yeah. Ooh. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, but he's onside anyway.
Oh, it comes off Petrovic anyway. Hits Petrovic's hand before it goes off to our man. Yeah, United deserve that start. Probably, like you've said, our best opening 10-15 minutes to a game, at least this season.
Why is he still being checked? He looked well onside from... Yeah, goal's given.
They're still checking it, are they? Okay.
Yeah, it's a goal.
Been given.
I'm surprised that took so long because you could see from the thingy that he was well onside. This is actually good now because you get the chance to kind of lull them as well.
But we're only going to get more. They're quite open anyway, as it is, and they're going to be open more when they're searching for an equaliser. Right in the balls for Ahmad.
The gonads.
Yeah, they generally are quite open as well.
Need to make sure we just don't step off the gas like we've done in a few games where we go up early.
Well, that's been the criticism, hasn't it? I think was it the West Ham game just completely lost me. Why are you not just going for them?
Yeah.
They do getting the average positions thing out to try and see whether they can see like a 4-3 situation.
Are you noticing anything different in terms of the formation?
I'm trying to look.
It's looked pretty much the same to me.
That's what I thought.
I think you might be right in saying it might be a second half kind of switch that we make, if we see it at all.
Nice move by Bournemouth.
That was kind of...
Got to be careful.
That was kind of scary. Yeah, they'll still be dangerous though. Obviously, we've still got a long way to go, but I think we started really well. Yeah, I love that for Delou, you know. Hey, because I feel like one of his own fans.
That's a foul, ref.
That's a foul, no? I think that would have got wiped out anyway because that was I don't know, lie to you, that kind of looked like a blatant foul. Maybe I'm just biased.
Oh, touch.
Played Cass. Oh, no.
It's twice it got into Cass.
Yeah. That's such an obvious foul.
It didn't come off there, but I was going to say Heaven's so good at playing that inside angle when he brings it on his left foot and plays it through the middle. I think sometimes our centre-backs, just based on their preferred foot, we often kind of bypass the middle, and every single time we're trying to spread it out to the wings, but I think Heaven offers that ability to play it, between the lines centrally.
The step over inside from the low.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Yeah. That come off the bar. You just felt like something weird was gonna happen there. Where it was gonna spin off the back of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well defended. Yeah, we've caught them cold here, man. They still look really frenetic. They haven't even had a shot on goal yet. We've had 8 shots.
2 on target.
We've had 8 shots in 80 minutes.
Yeah.
It was 7 shots in the first 10.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Aren't we high up the league table?
Now we lead the league in shots. Yeah, we lead the league in shots.
With Cunha having 70% of them.
Yeah.
Nice turn from Mount.
Oh, feed him.
Go on. Well
Wide again.
Go on.
Oh,
I
Cunha.
had loads of time then.
So much time. He's got to do better than that.
It should have been easier than that.
Some great football being played though.
Take another touch if you need. No.
It's almost the defender almost gave him the angle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always pissed at that, innit?
He's got to do better there.
He has to score that.
Keeper's stranded.
It's not miles off, but again, United playing some lovely attacking football. When those combinations get going, it can be pretty beautiful to watch. Like the quality's there.
Saying he's got 1 goal in his last 23. He's having the shots are coming, but it's just. He's not getting there.
No.
You actually keep that in.
Fair play.
Ooh. We're off again.
We look so dangerous.
We do, and break.
Well, in Ahmad, he's enjoyed himself out there, isn't he? I don't think Ahmad's got anything for him. He's got nothing. True fair, he's got nothing for Ahmad right now. So I'd be going with the ball every minute. We're trying to see.
Ooh.
Is he giving there? One of those soft.
Free kick.
One of those soft ones, innit? Second would be nice, innit?
Yeah. I fancy us for 4.
You said
Yeah,
4-1,
you
didn't
might
you?
have been right, yeah. 4.
It feels like we do against these, innit?
Go on.
It's not a foul.
He thought about the Trivella there.
Got Ahmad. Oh.
Go on. Ooh.
I think he should have just took
One
a
too
shot
many,
there.
yeah.
It's great seeing how the Mbumo and Ahmad partnerships linked up, hasn't it, where they can run off each other about.
Fucking hell, flying. Right.
Where's this been?
Go on.
Was he off?
Can I touch?
Ugh. It's
First
not
to
a
everything.
foul. Yeah. Touch.
Oh.
It's a good idea. He's always going to look, you know what I mean? He's always going to look to pass forward, you know. This is actually an enjoyable watch.
Defending with a lot of aggression.
He didn't even give
as well.
advantage.
Pressing so high, aren't we?
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
really get that allowing.
He didn't even
Look
give
at that.
He didn't even give advantage for that, you know.
There we go.
Come on. Go on, Cunha.
Let's get a second. Go
Go
on.
on.
Lad.
He didn't even give it.
Yeah, set piece FC.
Corner United.
Oh, they can't live with us.
No.
Feels like this is usually what Bournemouth do to teams.
Yeah, yeah. The pressing and the intensity
Yeah.
has been spot on. I'm loving this.
Come on, Cass.
Go on.
One. Handball.
Hey?
It's not a foul though, is it really? That.
Has there been a player that you can remember that's had the sort of regeneration of Casemiro? Because everybody, you know,
From,
I mean,
from where he was.
Yeah, pundits for longer than last season said he was on his last legs, but I think United fans towards the end of last season were expecting him to go off to the Middle East
Yeah.
in the summer and to come back and like just see the player he is this year.
I think, to be fair, that's one area you can definitely give a lot of credit to Amorim in terms of how he's found
It's handball, that.
a role that really suits him. They're not checking it, are they?
You're not checking that? It's because he's not playing in that 3-1-6. You know? Hayden Evans winning every
Oh
duel.
my god.
He's going to shoot. You know he looks.
Oh,
He looks for any.
Get back. Well done.
I'll play.
Looks for any opportunity to shoot, doesn't he? Tavernier is playing for us.
Win that. Played. Come on, Heaven.
It's a foul, no?
Great play.
Great pass. Right. Hey, left winger Dallo, show me something. Good touch. Good touch. And people! Oh.
I'm having so much fun right now.
I don't know, man. Hey,
This is amazing.
hey, I've got the Jay-Z
What
meme
is going on?
head nod going on. You know,
That touch there was
Shirt's
great,
coming
wasn't
off.
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the best we've looked since Brighton.
This is the best we've looked ever.
I feel like 2-0, man. 2.
Yeah, let's get a second.
I just don't
So it
want.
could
I just
still-
don't
it
want
could
the
still
Premier
go
League
either
sucker
way,
punch,
couldn't
though, innit?
You just know if they get an equaliser, the sort of sucker punch it'll feel like.
Yeah. That's why a lot of
Yeah.
these games have felt like losses when we draw.
Yeah.
Because we've had some good starts like this where we took the lead and then it's like second half a bit of a drop off, subs, etc.
I think that was probably one of the most critical I've seen Amorim when it was post Spurs, when they said we sort of went within ourselves and we should have been going for more. But these are here for the taking here now.
Yeah. Just got a clash of heads there. Is it a foul? Or is it just like a head clash?
Nothing.
Bournemouth haven't even had a shot yet.
Have they not?
Yeah, and he stopped it and gave him the ball as well.
No.
Oi. Distribution's real good, isn't it? It's interesting because good touch, you. He's on a stinker to start him, That's Tavernier. I'm actually glad that he went horizontal with that. I was a bit concerned when the ball initially went to Semenyo.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Good save from Lamont.
That's the one shot.
Heart in mouth. Just felt like they've just had a header from 2 yards out.
Great run that though.
Just not picked up. Good save by Lemens.
That's what we got to be careful of.
It's just got to. This is where I hope we just don't drop off now.
Yep.
We've got lucky with that rebound.
That's anywhere else. I think we benefit from it being right eye.
Yeah.
I get a second one now.
No.
And Bimo? Oh, he skewed it a bit.
A lot for him there.
That was our one wake-up call there. The game's not done. Would have been so harsh though, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think Heaven and Euro have started really well as well.
I think it's been a very, very, very good start from the young guns at the back.
Yeah.
Heaven likes running out with the ball, doesn't he?
He really does, yeah.
Seen some high positions today.
Heaven's
That's what you get from him in the middle. So you can. I mean, that was his bread and butter in the academy at Arsenal. There's a few clips.
What, running through the...
Yeah, because he started as a centre midfielder, and there are a lot of clips of him scoring goals where he just run through the whole centre of the pitch and end up scoring. So
I think he looks... You can tell like from how composed he looks when he's in there. Sometimes you just see players like Harry Maguire and it's like nosebleed. Like what am I doing in this area?
Yeah. It's like how soon is this run going to come to an end?
Yeah. But he's very composed when in possession.
The only thing is, we can invite them on now because they are very attacking side.
Great ball.
Very dangerous looking. Offside, no? I think he was offside, Semenyo. Right. Was he not offside then?
Didn't see.
Looked like he was offside here.
Yeah,
that was a good yard off. Bournemouth have woken up a little bit. Got to make sure we keep the foot on the neck.
It's got a little bit loose. Last 5 minutes.
Yeah, just Bournemouth have woken up now after half an hour, but just got to ride this storm out till half time. I still think we get opportunities on the break.
Look at that though. You expect Bournemouth, a high pressing team, to get some opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahmad's there.
Go on, Ahmad.
That's the ones where Ahmad's jamming off. Ooh, fucking hell. Bruce.
Bruno's all over the place today, isn't he? He's enjoying
Yeah.
himself.
Ooh, that's a late one from Euro.
No. Yeah, the cherries have woken up in it. Just got to ride this bit out. He was never getting on the end of that as well, though. One thing I will say about Euro, his hair always looks fresh. He's definitely getting those upper class weekly shape ups and trims. The wage can cover it. Go on.
Yes. Go on.
This is where I think we can kill him off here,
Go on, Ahmad.
Oh my days! Oh,
Great tackle.
it's so lively, Ahmad.
That was a beautiful run.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's an incredible tackle. But that's a chance,
if
man.
he could get that shot off just
Yeah.
a split second earlier, what a goal that would have been.
Yes, the low.
Ref.
It's unbelievable play.
Yeah.
Ahmad's annoying me, because he's showing me what we're gonna miss.
That's like in a bit, lads. Done. Great tackle, though, isn't it?
Such a good tackle.
Okay, now. Damn, he's out here looking like prime Hatem Ben Arfa, like he's looking at that kind of dribbling. Yeah, it looks.
And he just weaves through.
That weavy. Yeah, man. This is. I feel that sucker punch would have been such a sucker punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have been played so well. They're so open in the middle.
Yeah. Go on.
Well played.
Go on.
Did
go on.
so well to win the ball back there.
Yeah. I didn't.
Go
think he
and
was
again,
gonna do
Ahmad.
that. Just let Ahmad run.
Yeah. Yeah, just take the sting back out of it.
Nice time from Cunha.
Having fun out there.
Yeah. Go on.
And oh my days!
boss.
Oh,
He knows
Another
he's got to
great
do better
move.
there.
Yeah.
a man of his quality should bag that. It's great play from Cunha though.
Yeah. The turn.
The turn. And then this.
Oh,
That's a ball.
he's got to finish that.
Seen him score harder ones.
He struck it well, but just didn't keep it down.
Yeah.
It's just. Just hope we don't rue these chances.
That goal of the month for it all over that, didn't it? The chances we're getting though, that Ahmad going through that, Cunha should have scored earlier
There's a
on.
lot
when
of
it-
joy coming from those areas. What's our XG, I wonder?
Yeah. Be nice to get a second one here. I feel like no one could
2.2 XG.
2.2.
no one could begrudge us it.
Not bad.
Would,
No, it's 0.75.
Pressing so good.
What was the goal? Ahmad's goal was probably
probably like 0.8 or something.
Yeah.
This is the
Good
worry. Well
defending.
played, Lammin.
0.96.
Well,
Hamad's goal was
Yeah.
a 0.96, yo. He's got to make sure we don't get suckered by one of
Good
these.
pass. Yeah.
Good defending by the low, of course.
Wow.
Yo.
So much space. Go on.
Go on. Who's?
Ah.
Oh.
Oh,
This is
Oh.
terrible.
The chance as well. They are very open, innit? Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Jinky. What's some Boomer doing out there? Ooh. Bit too complicated, that.
Where's that gone?
Whip one in. Go on.
Yeah. Get on top of him. Don't mind it though. Just energy pressing high there.
If we're going to foul him, I'd rather do it in that half.
Not allowing him to turn. You know what I mean? But I don't know, we got around, give or take, about 7 minutes till the half. I think we've been one of United's better halves of the season.
If we could just get one more goal from this.
I think one more goal
I think it'd be deserved as well.
we deserved as well. Casemiro breaking in on the left.
Here he goes.
Go on,
Come
left wing. Oh, he just look like a fish out of water there.
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
That's not his game.
Casemiro got a bit of a nosebleed up there.
They're just leaving acres of
So
space
much
on the ball
walking
every
through.
time.
So much space.
Get him. What is it? He just Casemiro there on the left wing, just
All out of ideas.
not really sure, innit? Oh, this is when it becomes like a bit of a fun watch because you're like, what?
Ooh.
Okay,
Here's where Semenyo can be
Yeah,
dangerous. Don't let him shoot.
danger.
Sucked all the fun right
1-1.
Fucking hell.
Anton Semenyo
That's what he does.
and the sucker punch has arrived,
Why?
and the wait for a clean sheet goes on. His mistake, was it there?
Was it Shaw on the ball?
Like Mount was having words with someone there.
I don't know. I feel like who was it?
I think someone played Shaw into a bit of a.
Was it Shaw lost?
dodgy-
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Shaw lost the ball. That's quickly Semenyo drived in, and it's a great finish. To be fair,
That's what
It's
I
how
was
easy
worried
he was
about.
bullied
with-
off the ball.
1-1. It could have. This could have easily been 3-0 United based on performance and chances. I think Bournemouth have creeped back into the game
So
a little
annoying.
bit the past 10 minutes, and we've been sucker punched.
So Mount shouting for him to come out.
But there's still chances in here though. United just need to keep doing what we're doing and keep
Yeah,
the energy
that
up.
is-
I think the energy went a little bit not quite as full throttle, and they've kind of creeped back into the game. I still think we've looked more threatening, but
That is
Shaw
just
lost the ball. Semenyo breaks forward, and I'm slot sitting in the bottom corner.
That is just the sucker punch that you described, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is why them chances that we all enjoyed watching and they almost
Well,
Goal.
why they have to, you know, why they have to be put away for stuff like that, because
yeah.
what we're 5 minutes away
Gotta go
from
for a piss.
Yeah, no,
I was getting a bit.
why I mean before the game's half time.
He's off.
Is that enough?
Yeah. We've lost Ronnie.
Yeah, people are having a go at Shaw for that. Keeper's fault? I don't think so with that.
No. I mean, Mount was yelling for Lemens to come off his line, but I don't...
I think you were shouting to Heaven.
Heaven to come across?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. But I think Heaven had to worry about the cutback. I don't think you can really put that on him. At the end of the day, I think Shaw's committed a little too high there.
Yeah. Oh, it's kicking off now. It's so annoying though, because aside from that, it was almost the first half where there was very little to moan about, except for not putting enough chances away. That was it.
Absolutely. I think it's been so I mean, it's still been one of our best halves of recent times, but it's so frustrating because that's the exact goal that you don't want to concede, where you're creating these chances because you're committing so many bodies forward, and then you just leave yourself a little bit too vulnerable, and you get punished for it, especially when you've got a player like Semenyo on their side who can punish you so easily, and it is so dangerous in those kind of areas. So it's such a frustrating one to take.
Has someone got Bruno's throat there? What's this?
Wouldn't mind a red.
We don't want a red though, Finn, because we don't
play better, do we?
know.
No.
Yellow to Delo.
Delo and Semenyo both got yellow. Oh.
Oof.
So they're not... Oh, that's a bit much. Bit of a scuffle there between Semenyo and Delo. I've seen reds given for something like that. Semenyo's kind of...
He's got his hand in his throat.
Yeah, Semenyo's put his hand on Dallo's throat. Quite...
No, he got a booking for it, but you've seen
that given as well.
If you compare that to the Everton lad who got Kent sent off against his own player.
Yeah. They're not doing any more checks, are they? Because I wouldn't be surprised. He did it with some...
Was it force as well?
Yeah, a little bit of force to it, yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo's gone to the toilet to tweet some stuff about Amorim.
You said that?
Mystical goose.
Alright, man.
Yeah,
Fuck it up.
Thought with burner account FC.
Ooh. Well done, Dallo.
That would have been so jammy, man. Bit edgy now, innit?
Yeah.
Good defending by Delo.
Come on.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, now we're rocking a little bit now. What did I miss? Anything? Chances, nothing.
Not really, no. Just that little that scuffle between Delo for about 2-3 minutes.
I was going to say that's going wide, but it already took a deflection, didn't it?
Five minutes added on.
Jeez.
Quite a lot.
A lot added on there, isn't it?
There's that substitute, wasn't there?
Clash of heads.
Yeah.
Substitute 2 goals.
You know, he's won every header, innit?
Yeah.
Well played. Get to it.
Just a bit bouncing there.
Brian going out left.
He's been floating about,
Recently, hasn't he? Yeah.
There's been a certain fluidity today.
I guess that's what you choose
Yeah.
between when you decide whether you want Sesko or someone like Acuna up top.
Can we nick one before half time?
I don't think we deserve to go into half-time level with them, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't believe so as well.
Heaven's so comfy on the ball there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's midfielder by trade, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, now look, sure.
Right, come on, let's make this worth it.
Go on.
Go on.
The pass should have gone earlier
pass.
there.
Go on,
Still
shots.
on. Have a shot.
Shot.
Nope, nothing there.
Why didn't he shoot there? A bimbo. You know.
Win it.
Can we squeeze him?
Yes. Keep in.
Foul back
Oh.
there. That's a foul back there for us.
For us.
So late. Yeah, it was a mad late tackle on Bruno. I'm actually glad he caught that. It was late though. How was this 1-1, you know?
I know.
Fuck, you know. that Mystic Goose comments made me laugh, bro. It's like there's nothing to say about it. Yeah. I'm known as a Twitter guy though on this. What's that? Ronnie's tweeting. Good direct corner opportunity. We've looked dangerous from him as well. Used to be set piece FC, man. Now we've great. Quick.
Go!
Come on.
I just didn't know where that was spilling. It all,
I think
the ball
headed it in the right
the
direction.
ball always seems to land
He's like a magnet.
to Casemiro in it from corners and crosses. Is it just a knack or what?
Must be. He's the only player that's free
I'm-
there somehow every time.
Yeah.
Debate for a handball there, no?
That was going in.
Yeah, I think he directed it in the right way. Come on.
Go on.
Yes.
Go on. Yes! We get it! I just said it at 60.
Get it there, kid.
Hey,
He's having a
Petrovic, cheers,
merry.
bro. Hey, cheers, Petrovic, bro, because...
Get in. We deserve that.
Oh, literally, I missed it mega, what? Because I literally called it all the time. It always lands, the ball always lands at Casemiro's head.
I don't know
Crossover,
how he does it.
Right.
back post, Casemiro, keeper's had a mare.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
got-
think we deservedly 2-1 up.
Yep.
I think it's a lucky goal, but it's a goal we deserve to have. I think
100%.
if we
They
weren't, if
got
we
back
weren't,
in for a lucky goal, really.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
exactly.
blue
Yeah, a
short
little
ball.
bit of a mistake.
I think if we weren't
Sure.
going into half time a goal up, I think we'd feel a little bit hard done by. He's always able to find space.
Go on, Cass.
Hey, they're going to be fuming with him. He just bounces in
He's
front
had
of
a
him.
few
innit?
of them, though, hasn't there?
I think we look dangerous from every corner, man.
That looked like an own goal.
Nah. Casemiro's all day. 2-1. Got back ahead just before half time. Deserved though.
Very well deserved.
So what? So are we on for your 4-1?
Yeah. Still think Quattro on.
We're on for your 4-1, lad.
You better go back to the toilets and delete them tweets, Ronnie.
Are we on in the drafts?
Yeah. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Nah, I don't draft. I'm in the moment, lad. Oh, they threw the ball onto the pitch. Just. Hopefully, second half we kill it off.
Would you change anything though? Any subs? I can't see
No,
anyone there.
no.
No one's played bad.
Yeah,
I'd keep it how it is. It just obviously depends how the.
I want to get Sesko on for some decent minutes, but
Yeah.
there's no one that I'd actively be looking to take off at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah. Good defending. You know, some hook that. Just see this out. Oh my god. Good defending.
Ooh.
See us out. We made sure not to concede there. But right, Manchester United, Bournemouth. United winning 2-1. Casemiro puts us back in front just as the half-time whistle was about to blow. And that has been a frenetic, I'd say it's been an electric first half.
Yeah.
And I think United are well deserved for the lead. And I think that's probably definitely up there as one of our better performances under Amorim for me. I thought we was having fun watching that, weren't we?
How often have you associated that word with United?
Not for a while, but honest to God, some of the football that we saw in that first half was incredible. It was exciting. It was very, very fluid. Don't know if there's been any tweaks to the shapes as well, but I think United are well deserved for the lead. I think if it was 1-1 off that little bit of a sure lapse of judgment and mistake, it would have been very, very harsh on us. I don't know what the XG is. Someone will get the stats and the metrics up for us, but that's been a largely very positive first half. I think there's even more goals in it for United, if I'm honest. I think Bournemouth were quite open. I think we look a bit quicker than them. First and second balls, we going in zones and gaps that they can't cover. And I think the front four looks so dangerous when we win the ball back. I think there's going to be so much opportunity to break and counter and kill this game off.
Yeah.
Just need to be a little bit more clinical than we have been, because on expected goals, we're 2-0 up. 17 shots in the first half. I think we had 7 shots in the first 10 minutes. 2.62 expected goals. The first 30 minutes or 35 minutes or so, they couldn't even live with us.
No.
But what happened is we just took our foot off the gas a little bit. They crept back into the game slightly. The Cherries, they woke up a little bit. But I think we're good value for our lead. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, outside the sort of lapse of concentration from Luke Shaw, which was about 15 seconds, that was the first half that I don't think I've had any complaints for anyone in a Manchester United shirt this season and possibly beyond. I thought it was a brilliant football. The interplay between the front four, Ahmad and Bumo, reminding us why we're going to miss them. I think they're having one of the better performances in the United shirt, but also Cunha as well, creating really good chances. If you think about the shots that we could have put away as well, like I think Ahmad went through took a great last minute clearance from their defender. Cunha should have scored, and Bumo should have done better with the volley. You know, there's potentially 5 goals, but there's always that risk, and especially with United at the back, where with the Luke Shaw stuff. But I think for everything, we need to keep the momentum going from what we had in the first half to create more chances and score more goals to solidify the win. But we've been outstanding today, where we've been wanting in previous games.
Yes, listen, there's a lot of people in the chat echoing the same sentiment, saying best half under Amarim. We've been on our best first half this season. There's been a lot of that, which I would potentially agree with. I think I've not seen us play that well probably since, I think, Bournemouth for the first 60 minutes was similar. I think this even surpassed it. I thought
Burnley, is it?
No, not Brighton. Brighton first half, but I think we've been good value for the lead. I thought we played some great football. But we always have that little bit of a lapse in us. I think we still need to make sure that we come out in the second half with the same intensity. But how much did you enjoy that first half?
Yeah, so much. Honestly, I think when you're seeing United play that kind of free-flowing attacking football, there's nothing better, and I've got very little to complain about from that half. Obviously, you can look at the kind of individual lapses of concentration, but at the end of the day, it was an overwhelmingly positive performance, and definitely one of United's best under Amarim, definitely one of the best of the season so far. So really, really happy with what I've seen. Not just in an attacking sense. I think the way we've kind of played out from the back and found solutions through the middle, I think a lot of that is down to Aidan Heaven, and what he's done on the ball has been really, really impressive to me. Him and Yoro, I think, have been impressive considering they're still very young. So to be doing what they're doing, at their age as centre-backs for United is really, really encouraging to see. And so, I think if we can continue that on, the main thing is obviously keep pushing for the chances, keep pushing to score goals, because we could be 2, 3, 4 goals up at the moment, but maintain that concentration and make sure you're not leaving too large of a space behind, because they do have players who are going to punish you, and Semenyo is one of them who you can't give chances and space like that to him, because he will punish you for that. So overall really, really happy with that first half, and I wouldn't really be looking to make many changes in the short term.
Yes, I'm going to go into a few super chats. You got Chris Thompson says, ignore that mistake from Shaw. That's the best half I've seen for United at home in a long time. The front four connecting well, proper fluid. I agree with that. I think that has been the best we've played. The front four look almost unplayable at times.
Difficult to know who's playing where as well.
Yeah, a lot of fluid. Listen, I don't know if it's an Amarim tweak or what, because he did mention certain adjustment, but some of the football and some of the positions players were taking up, that was a very, very impressive first half. And literally, the only negative you can say is conceding a goal. I think 1-1 would have massively flattered them. I think there's even more goals for us to score here, to be honest with you. But you got this I'm going through the super chats. I need to make sure, because I don't want to miss him. I don't want people getting on to me about that. Well, this Combobulate 453 says, abysmal refereeing in not sending Semenyo off. Hooper showing yet again that he's not the level to be an elite ref. Loving our attack intent. Mad that some fans can't see the improvement. Do you know what? I can't argue against that. There's definitely been improvement in terms of the way we've attacked and gone forward this season. That has 100% been it. I thought, how much of that is the improvement in attacking personnel as well? I think if you go out and sign Cunha and Bumo, who have been incredible Premier League players, some of the better Premier League players going forward, you'd expect to improve going forward. But even beyond that, I think there's a lot of patterns and movement and fluidity today that we haven't seen in a long time. I think that's probably the more exciting of first halves at home in a long time as well.
there's been highlights from individual players as well across the board, whereas the previous games that we've won, you can sort of pick out one or two players, but across the front four in particular, you can say, oh, remember that moment they've had or whatever. I don't know what it is, Ahmad and Casemiro that got onto the score sheet, but they've all played a part in how well we're playing.
You know what I mean? But listen, Kieran 860 says Ronaldo come out attacking Amarim next week already. Listen, I can't say this, I'm not saying a word about the gaff today. I'm enjoying watching my team play really, really well. Do you know what I mean? So I won't be thinking about that.
Welcome into the fold, Ronaldo.
Listen,
welcome into the fold. I've told Jay all season. Scotty was right in neon right and behind there when it's 21 home.
21, 20. People don't understand how shameless I'll be if we get that good again. You know.
Oh.
People think, hey, if they ever see optimism running, you know, listen. Hey, if you go on like a 5-game win streak, yeah, I'll have all the Amarim knickers, and I'll be pretending I was there all along.
Yeah,
riding it through the tough times. Do you know what I mean? But now listen, first 25 minutes, everyone see that Jay-Z meme?
Yeah, that's
just
it.
Nodding along. It was just, it felt like Manchester United at home. This is how it felt like watching us back in the day. It felt like on top of teams, can't get out, attacking at will, 3-4 players flying down a wing. It's what we like watching. It's like what we see. And I think if we play the same way, I honest to God, I think there's like 4 or 5 goals here for us. Just depends, obviously, Bournemouth set up differently or we keep up the intensity. Because we know in the second half, early in the season, we have been a little bit. But I think today's an opportunity to kind of put that right and go into joint 4th place with Chelsea because the chance is there.
Yeah.
What have you thought? Because what have you thought of? You know, we talked about youngsters and players. Obviously, I know he's probably a first team signing. Someone that's played really well in that first half was Aiden Heaven.
Yeah.
And what do you think of his performance?
Yeah, I think he's kind of tailor made for that role. I think he's got that experience and that kind of football education, learning to play in the midfield as he did at Arsenal during his developmental years. And I think you see shades of that shining through. I mentioned earlier there are old clips of him scoring goals for Arsenal's youth teams where he would just cut straight through the middle of the pitch. And go on these long kind of mazy runs through the middle, which he's clearly comfortable doing, and we're seeing more of that in a United shirt from him. I think a lot of that comes down to confidence and feeling confident pushing forward with the ball when he's bringing it into slightly risky areas, but he's done it really, really well today, and it gives United another dimension to build up from. I think sometimes we're very one-dimensional in the sense that we'll just spread it wide to the wings and kind of put all of our progressive emphasis on wide play. I think having someone who can progress the ball through the middle like that in Aiden Heaven gives you another dimension. I think he's been fantastic.
Speak123 has said defo a tweak. You could literally see 4-3-3, 4-4-2 depending on who moved where. Could be elite with the right tactically disciplined players on with chaos like Cunha. Eager to see Sesko on and Cunha deeper. The only thing is, I agree with you there, but I don't know if Cunha playing up front is kind of what enables this like fluidity and runs in behind, and it's been difficult to pick up because when he does drop in, centre halves don't know whether to go with him. Mm-hmm. He kind of creates a little bit of an overload centrally as well, and I think it almost poses different problems than when you've got a focal point number 9 up there. That centre half's no going to play up against him. Yeah. So
in fairness to Sesko, I think he is capable of doing some areas of those games. Yeah. Maybe not to the same extent as Cunha, but I think it is that kind of disorganisation that you cause in Bournemouth's back line and in an opposition's back line by having that fluidity and having players who aren't nailed down to that position. We saw Mbeumo drifting off to the left a lot and Mount coming inside, and a lot of interchanges that make for a lot of unpredictability, and it's clearly really difficult to defend when it gets going in the right way.
Yeah, so. and it seems unfair to bring in a player who's missed a few games to catch up to the speed of that, so I can't see him being able to slot him very easy with that, and it would be more sort of a target man. But I think for now I wouldn't change anything for the first 65 minutes. With what we've put out there and seen in the first half, keep it tight at the back, there's definitely more goals in there for United. I'd just, for 100 different reasons, but for morale in the camp, for the 3 points, for what the football deserves, an emphatic victory for Manchester United today would be huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, honestly, 100%. A lot of people are upset with the Semenyo. I actually didn't see the Semenyo incident. I was at the toilet at the time.
I think
I've
seen those on the throw.
I've seen those given as reds every day of the week, and he didn't just like place his hand on there. There was a little bit of force in the way he did it. It was
someone's tweeted when Casemiro got sent off against Will Hughes for something similar with a little hand on the neck, And it looks eerily similar to what Semenyo did to Delo, but Semenyo didn't.
The only argument is that I think Semenyo took his hand away quite quickly.
Yeah, he looked very, very, very fortunate there. Do you know what I mean? How's he putting your hand on your neck, on someone's neck? How do you stay on for that? Will that be one of those where he's not been sent off, they still have 11 men on the pitch, and then do they still do that thing where there's action afterwards? Where
they'll give him a suspension.
Where it could be, I don't know if it's like that in the
it wasn't violent, was it really?
In the Premier League, if you get away with it, can be like action after the game in terms of if it's been missed?
I know what you mean.
Which would kind of make VAR redundant, though, innit, if that's the case, because they should have seen.
They should have picked it up on.
Because I've not seen the replay yet, but from the pictures and still images I'm seeing, that definitely looks like a red card offence and what you'd probably put in a violent conduct, especially on a football pitch as well. But I'm seeing a video of it right now. So Delo's done the Harry Kane challenge, I guess, on Semenyo. That's pissed him off. Whoa. You know what's mad? I think if Delo hits the ground, he might get sent off. Do you know what I mean? Because it's almost like a swinging neck grab as well, from what I can see.
What's the quote above the tweet?
Casemiro should be sent off.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Apparently Gary Neville hasn't been agreeing.
Oh, he's understanding the frustration.
How can you? Yeah, you can be frustrated, but what's there to understand there in terms of?
So
he's put his hand on his neck.
Yeah, that's a red card for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually really surprised he got away with that. I think I've seen softer reds than that, especially with VAR.
Far softer than that.
Obviously, he's probably pissed off with Delo's challenge, and all players do get annoyed with that challenge. But the reaction.
But you're professional footballer. You're not supposed. You can't justify violent conduct, does it?
That's just all more red. Well, I see that. I'm confused.
Was that just checked really, really quickly as well?
Because it weren't like he's gone like that. He's almost like swung his hand into it as well. Like
there was some swinging kind of force to it,
like a swinging neck grab.
I think you're right there if he goes down.
I think if Delo went down, maybe he gets sent off as well. But he shouldn't have to really. That's actually quite a bizarre decision. The more I look at that, I'm not one to really complain about refereeing decisions, but that's a bit mad. Just for that to be yellow, to be looked on and just be like, nah. That's the consistency though. There isn't really consistency when it comes to refereeing, and that's because even with VAR, it's still human error because it's still ran by humans. Because obviously, but
because I think since the Casemiro one, there's been a lot of kind of public revisions to the rule and how they deal with that kind of situation. So it's always hard to like gauge based on. But to me, that's a clear red. Looking back on it,
yeah, 100%. I definitely I don't know. They've got away with that, but all we can do now is make sure we get the result and make sure it doesn't matter. But
their keepers look suspect, man.
Bournemouth have got away with one, but we just need to see more of the same in the second half. Yeah. More of the same in the second half, and run away with this. To be honest with you,
yeah, because they're not the type of team that's going to sort of close down and try and hit us in the break. Because they've been successful a few times getting through, so that they're going to still play the open football from the first half. So we're going to get in. Just got to be a bit more clinical than we were.
100%. I don't expect. What do you reckon the changes might be in the second half? Obviously, has there been a negotiation from Amrin where he's gone to Cameroon and Ivory Coast Federation and gone, only playing for 65, 70. You don't care about that, does he?
I feel like he'll want to get the most out of them while he's still going around, won't he?
Amad and Bimo get full 90s, isn't it? Full 90s.
I'd play him on and just get injured out there so you can't go.
Yeah. Get a little knock.
They've missed the flight.
Yeah. I think we'll probably see a centre-back change first or at some point. I wouldn't
Martinez.
Yeah, probably Martinez for sure.
For sure, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's bad though because Shaw had a good game aside from that, to some nice balls over the top from Shaw.
And I think he can do better, but at the same time I think he has played into a slightly kind of difficult scenario.
Second half
the Mount pass wasn't fantastic. Yeah, come on United.
Well, what I want from United is more than a 1-goal lead going into like the last 20, because that's when I start.
You bottom goals.
Start clenching a little bit.
Sort them glutes out.
Yeah. Indeed. But people have said that they have seen a bit of a formation tweak.
Oh, I was going to say if it was about the red card. The more I think about that, the more surprised I am that they haven't given that.
Yeah. You know.
That pass is getting through.
Oh my God.
The worst possible start.
Bournemouth have equalised in 30 seconds.
Kick-off glitch.
I can't believe it.
What? How's this happened?
I knew it'd be high scoring. Has Delo been hit off the ball there? What's happened to Delo? Has he been fouled off the ball there? Are we going to get VAR? Has he kept... Don't say Delo's kept him on side. Euro's kept him on side.
Such an
Just
easy
got
goal
inside
to concede.
heaven.
Yeah.
And they've... bottom
I
corner
can't believe
finish.
that.
Have they going to VAR the Delo thing? He's only scored
It's a
one
very-
goal all season, Evan Olsen, as well.
Oh,
It's
he's
a very
missed-
good touch and finish.
Yeah.
It's like scuffed it into the corner. That's the thing, we look really good going forward, but we always look like we can concede a goal. And I think when we concede chances, they're always like big ones. Yeah, nothing Lamens could do about either goal, really. That's just
Both
not.
bottom
That's
corner.
not how you want to start a second half.
Hopefully we can respond the same way we did in the first half. but
Yeah.
It's another sucker punch.
Okay, now all of a sudden they
So
want to look like
deflating
Real
after we
Madrid.
say all that about we need to keep our concentration and just do
Fucking
more of the
hell.
same from the first half.
You just had the most glowing half-time talk we've ever had on air.
Okay, now
to
come
give
on.
us that.
Yeah. Just got caught cold, didn't we?
Mm.
What happened to Delo, by the way?
I think he made more out of it than he needed to.
That's our throw-in. Someone said in the chat they think Delo is like the Premier League version of JaVale McGee in the NBA, which is quite funny. Obviously, you might not get the reference if you're not.
Can you expand on that?
JaVale McGee's like a bit of a meme because he's known as just being a massive bozo in his career, but like he's actually can be quite a very, very good functional basketball player at the same time, but bozo moment all the time as well. Yeah, so
That's what we're doing.
just need to make sure we get the better of. Okay, now it's gone a bit chaotic now, isn't it? Go on, go on, go on. Definitely gonna try it.
Offside. In front of him.
Yeah, it just breaks the momentum a little bit.
Yeah.
innit?
Lads,
Terrible. So the wrong pass
It's
as
not
well.
a good pass though, to be fair.
Shaw was giving the overrun there. Fuck's sake.
oh my god.
I hope he's not on a booking. Please don't.
Let's see him out. Misses the next game, doesn't
Is he suspended now?
he? Yeah, misses Villa.
He'd already lost his man. He doesn't need to.
I was actually a little bit scared that they were just gonna score outright there. To be
Yeah.
fair, on the breakaway.
But I just. So late.
Will it end up being a smart foul though? Went down in proper installments though.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Right.
Not started exactly like the first half.
Exactly the opposite.
It's actually so mad. This game's 2-2. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
They must be pinching themselves because
Yeah.
they've not done fuck all to deserve it.
Don't concede from this.
He's got a good left foot to Vernier. I'm hoping Kluivert takes it.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I hate being.
What the hell?
I hate being Mystic Meg on this watch along.
What the hell?
Fucking hell. Started so sloppy. I'm not gonna lie to you, that Delot pass, there's a bad Bruno touch, but I feel like the pass was a bit of a stitch up leading to
What,
that.
on the break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lemon's defend, I think keeper's got a
You think he
Your
needs to
side.
get across a bit more?
Yeah, it's not even in the right. It's not even in the right corner. He's got to choose which way he's going there. But you're right, Ronaldo. Luke Shaw gave Delot an overlap, and he decided to go through the middle. It was a bad pass.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
I think Lemens can do better there. There is no way, given that first half, that we should find ourselves in the position we are now.
And yeah.
United's half-time record, by the way.
Oh yeah.
well. Okay, now. This is what I mean by Bournemouth. They're one of those teams that once they get up ahead of Steve, man, they're a bit like full throttle with it, and you can.
Don't know how to play football when they've got the tails up.
When they get their tails up, they're
Yeah.
quite like. All the second balls we were in the first half, we're not now.
Yeah. It's like they're playing with the intensity.
I have no
that we
idea.
had.
I have no idea how this is 3-2. By the way, yeah, we look shell shocked now.
Completely. This is where the senior figures need to just sort of get a foot on the ball.
He's really slow across, isn't he?
He's very central, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think as well.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
It's
Yeah.
too central.
Why is he- why is he
Because the wall's on the left hand side. It's very unlikely he's going to go over that side. He should be covering more
Yeah.
towards that post. It's not like
And
the
the ball's left his foot and he's still planted.
Yeah. I'm not going to lay all the responsibility
No.
on the fucking keeper though.
Yeah.
So it is a good free kick. But I think the problem is we can get desperate in these situations now where
This has got a red card written all over it, I
I
think.
think
All the enthusiasm from the first half, and then it becomes such bad frustration in the second half because you're losing.
The Premier League is such a scary league, man. You switch off for like 5-10 minutes and that's
is
it.
Cunha.
But I think what are Brighton's? What are Bournemouth's shots on target to goals?
3 and 3, I think.
Do you know what I mean? Like how many shots have we had?
Or maybe 4 and 3.
Like 20.
We've had, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's that whole be a bit more clinical in front of goal.
What's it looking like? We've had 17 shots to their 9.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a
They've
shot.
had. I mean, they've now had more shots on target
I
than
don't
us.
think
To be
we've had
fair.
a shot second
Yeah.
half.
think there's still a way back into the game for sure.
Second half.
In the second half,
I think Bournemouth have changed their shape, you know. Am I tripping?
in what way?
I think Jimenez, who's like playing left wing, but he's like a bit of a fullback as well. I think they've got him almost playing wing back. Or maybe that was just on that defensive sequence. You know what's also in trouble, lads?
The record.
Half-time record.
Yep.
How long is that?
It goes
games.
back like 800 games or something stupid.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that record.
Yeah, we've been so ropey the second half. Started off a bit slow.
The thing now, does he bother with this whole changing of the formation when you're 3-2 down?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
How do you stick with what you've got?
He got the stuffing knocked out of me a bit, man. How long ago does that first 30 minutes feel?
About 2 seasons.
I feel like I was watching Real Madrid.
That's just dog shit. Fuck.
Second balls can't get close. Fucking walking with the ball now. Okay, no. I think we just wake up, man. Still chances in this.
Yeah.
All we just need to do is pick the tempo up again, man. We've seen how quickly we can open up when we attack fast. 1984 it's been.
So at home in the league since May 1984, United have not lost any of the 389 games whereby they've been in front at half-time. League only, yeah?
Someone said the record is for 1-0 at half-time.
No, I think it's just.
It's just been winning at half-time. It's just been leading at half-time.
Few players warming up there.
Defending. Fucking hell. Was that a bit? Am I being pedantic? Was that a bit of a mad tackle? I don't know. He looked like he just.
Send him!
It's like he just cut his ankles. Can I see Bournemouth's bench? See if there's anything for me to worry about.
Fucking hell.
Well defended from
I'm
Evan.
glad Semenyo made that run. That was such a bad run.
Come on.
Right.
It's a bit end to end. In a bit of a
Go on,
scary
Alan.
way. And Bimo.
Well, lad. And again,
Bit floaty that, man.
Hey,
well played.
Come on.
someone. Go on.
Oh, fuck.
I tell you
Well done,
what,
Shaw.
if you didn't
Great
support
tackle.
United or Bournemouth, you'd really be enjoying this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Game is-
This game's fucking amazing now for a neutral.
It's got that
He's
almost,
fucking bought that.
it's got that Leon United of last season.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
That sort of-
I think there's still goals in this.
Oh, they are for sure.
You need to be careful here about the fourth and the counter though, but I'd still rather us go for it.
Yeah. We have to.
We have to. Mainu.
Mainu comes
Mainu.
up pretty early.
Is this going to be the start of a 4-3-3?
I think he's coming on for Casemiro, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Keep us through the toweling.
Yeah.
Casemiro
coming off. Bit of damage limitation.
Big cheer for Manu there, you know.
You got to think ahead as well.
Yeah.
Casemiro misses the next game, so it looks like
Yeah,
it could be this against Villa. Is it Villa next? Isn't it on Sunday?
He's someone with a goal in him.
God.
How can he? How can they keep? How can they keep out of a muscle injury? Is that being? Am I being a bit too
Pedantic.
moany
Too
there?
woke.
But like, I don't know.
Just complete heads off on it as soon as the whistle went.
How's this happened?
Big half an hour here. See, I knew it was just like a bit of a fucking my leg boo boo.
Keep it in.
I feel like he did keep
Didn't
that.
go out, yeah.
Didn't look like it went out.
Playing that.
I think sometimes linesmen are just itching to put the flag
Yeah.
up, man, just to feel involved.
Just want to be involved.
I think there's a definite equaliser in this with the way Bournemouth have looked defensively. It's just about their threat going forward at the same time. They do have that counter-attacking threat.
Look at that ball.
It's a bit square, the pass though. Let's go play again. Let's get going again, man.
Come on. It's just never going to be easy to thread that through.
Just needed something to break for us there, innit?
Yeah. I think Mbumo's got to get a bit more on that as well.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dove, man. Yeah, I did think it. I'm glad he didn't highlight it was a dive. Come on, lads, pick the pace up, the intensity up. That's what's been changed as well. The second half, just been a bit of a drop off.
I think they found the intensity that we were using so much to our advantage in the first half. We just look a little bit flat now.
Good run.
It's Bruno. Go on.
Come on, go on.
Have a crack. Oh,
Too much.
he had to do it first time.
Yeah. Not you be shooting.
It's a bit wide.
Go on.
Oh, fucking hell. How's he kept
How's
that?
he kept that
How's he
in?
kept that in?
There's definitely chances there.
See, as soon as we play a bit faster, as soon as the pace goes, can open them up. Just need Sesko's header.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, lads. See, maybe think that they've gone a bit compact. Yes,
That's
maybe.
right,
Good
Manu.
feet. Good
Wide,
feet.
wide.
Oh. Good feet, Manu. I was just
Subway.
trying to get a thing going, you know.
trying to keep my composure here. Wait till he bags a goal. Trousers will be off.
Oh, hey, listen, as long as you've got boxers on, bro.
Yeah, keep it under the table, lad. It's the sort of game though. If you were going to bag a goal to announce yourself back on the scene,
Yeah.
You know. Fucking that shit.
Almost got lucky there.
You know, we almost went in. We've lost Casemiro's threat from the corners though.
He could have got really lucky there.
Yeah, this keeper's so dodgy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we should be shooting for far and further out.
Is he on? He's on loan from Chelsea, right?
I think
they
sold him.
They didn't get him permanently.
He's
meant to be very highly rated for the future.
You know what's crazy? I've heard that Petrovic has actually been good for Bournemouth, but today he looks like
shaky
flappy.
today.
Looks like he won't get a game at Paddock. See?
Go on. Oh.
Whose head injury?
Oh, fuck off with this shit.
Who is it? Hope it's not a United player. Oh.
No,
I know. You don't want it at all, but like, that sounds really harsh. That
he's not really hurt, is he?
he's when you start milking it, innit?
Yeah.
We look a threat from every set piece. He looks so weak from.
It's like watching.
Look at him.
It's buying day.
It's like buying day on corners, isn't it?
Shit tash, shit hands.
Just swing it on Petrovic, man.
Lisandro.
Is it?
Aiden Heaven coming off? Or?
Probably Euro. Takes Euro for
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Oh.
Sesko save you,
I
man.
don't mind these changes.
Sesko for Mount? Cunha?
Mount or Cunha, I think.
It might be Mount.
They both had decent game though. Both been very busy.
Probably is Mount. It depends how we look after the changes.
20 minutes left.
Do you reckon it might be Mbumo? Catch you flight. Euro.
Yeah.
So Euro's coming off. Wonder who's Sesko's coming on for. Yeah, it is Mount.
Mount,
Yeah.
Don't mind those changes. Sesko could have an impact now. Goal off the bench to announce himself.
You got to
back in
think
the
about
squad.
putting him against the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Balls and you know.
With how shaky he
set
looks.
piece FC it.
Yeah.
By the way, that little debacle there wasted about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
To throw it.
Knobs.
I feel like it's so intentional, stuff like that. Yes, Menu.
Yeah.
Good start from Menu.
Tidy actions.
The only thing you do miss is
Great ball that.
Come on. Oh. Yes!
yes.
Oh, God, how are you not finishing that?
That's twice now from him.
How are you not scoring
They're checking
that?
a penny.
Are they?
Yeah.
For
I think
what?
Menu and Mbumo should have scored anyway, but they're checking a pen. Cooney looked like he was certain that it was handball.
It's not. It's
getting
just
that. He's
shoulder,
not
isn't it?
getting that.
He's got to bury this.
I think you got to score.
He's got to fucking bury
How has
that.
he lifted that so high?
Was he on?
Oh, is it that one?
Oh, this one.
Check his left arm.
But he,
No, it hit his arm.
from
It
that
hit-
angle, it looked like it just went
it
straight
hit his
into
right
his
shoulder, innit? But
and the part of his arm that it hit
That
was
was-
close into his body. But yeah,
Mbumo's got to score that though, man.
it's kind of the
Fuck
second one
me.
from him that he
Yep.
should have got to. That's annoying.
It's a bit short that.
Switch.
It's the low right centre back.
Go on.
The low right centre back. We've got box presence now.
What the fuck? I'm not sure.
I thought that was staying in, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, they've sat in now. We're usually not against low blocks. I don't think Bournemouth are a low block team as well.
Four at the back, like, isn't it?
But what?
Is it?
Look like it then, yeah.
Oh,
Come on,
Martinez playing on their left.
So is the
So yeah, how's it shaping up?
I don't know if his focus Shaw was right and then players all over.
Kel? It's interesting. It's hard to know what happened in the second half. Still enough chance.
Then
time
what's
here.
the midfield three then? We've got Cunha playing as a
Yeah. That was jammy. That got tackled and fucking kept it.
We need to find a way back in soon.
You not that went out. That went out. No.
They've not got anywhere near the sort of intensity that they had in the first half, have they?
That's true, but that looked like it went out. This here. It's a good header for sure, but I think he's got a nosebleed. Right, now they're taking
17 hours.
There it is.
We can't lose that record.
I don't think we will. I think there's another goal in this.
Yeah.
For us?
For either team. Don't think Bournemouth for the I don't think they're like a low block and see it out type of side.
Come on.
Go on. He's gonna
Give
get
it Sesko.
forward. Go on.
That was fucking great play, that.
Come on. That's so poor. And Bumo this second half has been
It's
off
not
it.
been good, has it?
No.
I love Kuhn. Was it Kuhn who just takes the man out?
I think it was Bruno. Cuts
Bruno,
across
yeah,
it.
in a bit.
Smart. What are you thinking here? Just far too much on that.
4-2-4.
It's
Is that how they're actually setting up? Is that how it looks? 4-2-4.
what people are saying?
Is it not 4-4-2?
Oh yeah, it is. It's fully a 4-2-4.
Mainu's been nice and
Oh,
tidy.
Matt Busby used to play 4-2-4.
Yes.
Hey,
This
Mainu.
is what you're missing from Mainu.
Fucking come on.
It's been class.
Hey.
So Heaven playing on the right then, is he? Go on.
Cunha. I just think any shot on his keeper is
Yep.
a chance to go in.
Yeah.
And ball ref.
Ball. Okay, here we opportunity
on.
here.
Oh,
Come
fuck off with this shit.
Just put it on target, man. This keeper's flapping.
You talk about fucking high feet.
Fuck it, I've broke the seal there, you know.
Can you get us a glass of water, Ronaldo?
Hopefully I'll come back and it's free.
Oh, fuck off.
They have given it, haven't they?
Yeah. Even a draw at this stage would still feel like a loss, though, you know.
Yeah. I just can't believe how different the first and second halves have
Yeah. Very much the cliche, wasn't it? Game of 2 hours.
Yeah. Who's over it, Bruno?
Come on, Bruno.
Come on, Bruno. What do you reckon?
Well, for this,
Yeah.
I don't know any more, Finn.
I think he might be cheeky and go low, Scott. That's my suspicion.
Well, their keeper looks so stunning. So if you just get it
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
just get it on
Get something
target.
on target.
Top left.
Top left.
Yeah! Fucking get in! Get in!
Bruno!
Get in!
Ronnie!
Yeah. What a goal!
What a free kick!
What a goal!
Come on, Bruno.
And he put it exactly the opposite place that I said.
Yeah.
Did you say goalkeeper side?
I said left.
Can still win this.
Did that take a touch off anyone, or was that just perfectly placed in the top right? Have a look at this.
I said just put it on target. Keeper though. It's another one with the keeper. He's not saving that.
That's
Gorgeous.
perfect. That off the top, underside of the bar.
We got to win this.
Got to win it now.
See, man.
Magnificent.
What a game! What a game! See what the people are saying. Ronaldo should spend more time in the toilet.
Yeah. Go again.
Okay, no, I think. Hey, listen. Winners here for us, you know.
Yeah.
We've been such a smash and grab as well if they won that.
Half-time record might live to see another day.
Half-time records impenetrable, mate. I said that. Jinx
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah, well done.
Krupi's on. He's got a goal in him.
What we're thinking with the formation?
It's interesting. I like it so far. Definitely is like a kind of 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4.
4-2-4 shape. You know.
I guess because you're playing with wingers quite high, it's more of a 4-2-4.
May new winner.
I'd love a main winner. Let's have it. I think he's been really, really tidy, Mainu.
Just got to make sure no more sucker punches, no more cheap goals. Go on.
Yes.
Well
Sesko.
done.
Go on.
Go on, Ben.
Ahmad. Oh, yes. Come on.
What?
We're so back. We're so back. Oh my god.
Hey.
Full time whistling now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Just blow it now.
Blow it.
See it out now.
Come on.
There we go. Everyone was slagging him off.
When I said I was a back post, I'm mad.
Sesko had the right idea, but
Yeah.
Fast break United. Come on.
Oh, 4-2-4 ultra attack, and we flying, mate. What's it?
4 goals in the last 2 games.
Yeah,
As
man.
in, well,
Yes.
8.
Someone phoned
Fucking
Paul
brilliant.
Scholes.
Why?
Come on.
Let's see what they're saying.
Kept his composure, buried.
Yeah, I was
That Petrovic never saving that.
a little bit
Red
worried. when
Baron
he lined up the shot.
2455. Go to the toilet again, Ronaldo.
Okay.
Interesting celebration from Cunha.
Subtype 1 with a super chat. We have to win this. Semenyo should be off, and it is blatantly unfair that Bournemouth have 11 men on the pitch.
That being said, usually when we're playing against 10 men, it doesn't go so
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, man.
Gary Neville is raging.
Is he?
Of course, it's United are winning.
He's not, but he's just so either way because he's kind of like very moody when we lose as well, though. Like quite moany.
You might just be a moody guy.
Right. Now, because we got 4-2-4, have we got the team now that's kind of like set up just to show up the shop? I think we're the type of team now we have to just go for another.
We've got guys, yeah.
I think
Get 5.
I don't think we are the whole.
That's what I said, man. Like a Leon game, innit?
Nothing silly, please.
Yeah.
Come on.
Careful.
Well in.
Okay, no.
Didn't come off.
No ways
anything,
to
did it?
no ways to give a corner for that. It's a fucking P-roller shot, bro. That's not a corner. We looked a little bit open there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Scary, isn't it?
Nervy.
For free, you know. Come to Old Trafford for entertainment, it seems.
Red Baron with Super Chat. We should attempt to outscore opponents. We can't keep goals out to save our lives. Just go for it. Who cares if it ends 6-5?
I wouldn't mind watching that, you know.
What's the Cruyff quote? I'd rather win 5-2 than 1-0, something like that.
Honestly, God, I actually wouldn't mind that. Charged. Make sure the thing's charged. Yeah.
Lock Ronaldo in the box till we hit 6.
I was here for the Cunha goal, mate. Listen, I'm responsible.
Hate tweeting from the toilet.
What, the Amram drafts and that?
Where are we now?
Where are we now? I don't know, mate. When we were 3-2 down, I didn't know how it happened. Because I know we started a bit sleepy second half, but it still felt a bit like mad sucker punchy.
I'm as equally expectant for them to score as I am for us.
Could still go.
Because I think there's still like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fair bit of added time, isn't there?
The 4-2-4 shape, you know.
Might be the golden ticket.
Get back. Fuck off.
Well played.
Oh.
Not well played.
Oh my god. What is this game?
What is going on here?
What is going on?
Alright, maybe not do the attack. Maybe not do the attack. Should I go to the toilet?
Do you go to the bog now,
You just
Ronaldo?
Should I go to the toilet?
Do you need the toilet?
No.
Well, what are you going to go for the toilet for? What if it don't work?
they score another. How's this happened?
It's all happened for a Kobe winner.
He's offside.
Nope.
Nowhere near.
Just not defended. Okay, now, man.
Feels like the same goal as the last one, or the one before.
Do you know what, man? I think we'll score again.
Yeah?
Yeah, I see it.
We just got to make sure that they don't.
It's just a basketball match at this point, isn't it?
Yeah. We have to just give up on defending, right?
A Mainu or a Sesko goal to win it would be superb.
Don't know, man. I feel like both managers are not really trying to show up shop as well.
They're both going for it, aren't they?
As a neutral watching this,
Yeah.
lovely viewing.
This game's been carnage.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on, man.
Careful.
Like, come on.
Yeah, bit of a fucking. Attack, man. I feel like is the game kind of like settled now. I don't know.
I hope not.
Both teams don't look like capable of defending the other.
No.
It's weird.
Bruno.
Just a bit. I think
You're
there's
not scoring
there's
that.
another goal, and I don't know who it's going to. Like it's 4-4, absolute carnage, calamitous. No defending allowed, it seems. And it's 4-4, and for some reason, I still think we're gonna get a winner. I don't know, but
I hope you're
we
right.
shouldn't. You shouldn't have to score 5 to win matches, though.
At home.
I would say. Foul though. Yeah. I don't know, can United ever make something like a little bit like easier for us though than this?
Straightforward.
Just things feels a bit.
Go on.
Just kind of. Everything feels difficult, man.
Nice.
That ball.
Come on, lads.
They are toiling a bit. Why is he? Both players have took the throw-in from nowhere near where it was. One was like way too deep. One was like.
It didn't work out. Neither of them worked out.
It's this
Don't-
this is
don't
the
let
same
something
move
go
as
wrong
as
now.
the two of the goals already.
Yeah.
I think he was offside then, Smith. No.
It's fair
Go
enough.
on,
That's
Ben.
not a foul. He just got bullied. Go on, Sesko. Go on.
Go on, lad.
All the way, son.
Oh,
Kind of look like a bit like
Like a
Bambi on
fucking-
ice.
yeah,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
it?
Good, yeah.
To be like Bambi. All right, careful here, lads.
It's a lot of space. Well done,
Good
Cunha.
defending Cunha. He was one of them where he looked tired, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not Cunha, but like the right back. He got there.
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like, fucking blew a gasket.
We still look pretty fit.
what we're saying for injury time.
6
So there's like 8 minutes left to this. That's what I'm hoping for anyway.
Come on.
Producers appreciated it.
What? Please, what?
Nothing. So
What did you say? Or did I miss?
6 or 7 minutes at a time, I think. It's just a bit of comedy gold for you.
I don't get it. Am I slow?
6, 7.
Ronaldo is. You're getting
Come
old
on.
now, Ronaldo.
What's?
You're not that old, Ronnie.
6'7".
Go on. Shots.
Oh, what?
This will go in. I won't
Oh,
lie to you.
Why didn't that
I
one?
kind of still felt like against Petrovic that would go in. We'll know now. 8 minutes. It's enough time. Move that live table. I don't look at
We don't
live
bring it
table.
on.
2 substitutions for Bournemouth.
I think, you see, just as I said, that right back's blew a gasket. He's coming off. Oh, he's not. He's still on. Whoa. They're like 2 minutes ahead, you know.
Are they?
Yeah. It's always quite a bit behind. So see, you just pretended you didn't want to present. Go on, bro. Ting, man.
Need to have a conversation about Lamans.
Uh,
I don't put much down to them.
Yeah. Don't want to see.
it's got to be
I
another.
think they're going to try and like milk the clock now, police it out rather than grab a winner. Our best hope is that they do try and get a winner in you.
Still committing numbers up.
Can't be that injured if he's still there.
Going for the long throw. Get rid.
Well
He's
played.
good at this, isn't it?
Go on.
Go on.
Oh, ho, ho.
Fucking great at that.
He's so good at this.
Come on, release.
That is
I'll take that.
unbelievable
I'll take
play.
that.
Like,
Unbelievable
that goal
play.
from
Bruno.
Score from this.
That deserved the goal. That was a brilliant work by Cunha, that.
Yeah.
Incredible from Cunha, that.
I feel like Bruno couldn't decide whether to go for a shot or a cross there.
Mbumo saying he could have fucking got at the end of that.
I don't know about that. I think it was kind of a cross shot from Bruno. Too much on it.
Nah, it's not. Nah, it can't be. Just a bit too much on it. Did you get a nick on that? Did I go for
What a Bournemouth player. Got
Dorgus? Come on,
Xerxes,
Dorgus.
come on
Xerxes
for-
on for him. Boombo and Shaw.
Disappointing game, really.
Yeah, second half he
Yeah,
was
but-
miles off it. First half he was part of that incredible four, and then
Incredible four.
fantastic four.
Come on.
It's gone a bit scrappy now, isn't it?
Mm.
Good header.
Hey? For what?
Referee.
Yeah. Sting's gone out of it a bit.
Ball.
Didn't really mean that, though, did he? They always do that. I've done that before. Tried to push a defender off, push an attacker offside. I would like the header to go the other way. How did he skew that way? At least got a big team there, don't it? Do you think a winner's in this, or do you think it's?
The ball's the wrong end of the pitch, so isn't it, Ronaldo?
It's weird, man. I was deluded. I thought 4-4 because the way the game was going. I thought we'd score again. I can count about 3 defensive headers in the box, you know, since he's come on, Romelu. That was one thing that I thought he was good at when he first broke through. That he had underrated defensive position in his area, and apparently I remember you saying he's decent, for his size, isn't he?
Yeah. I think
Very well
one of
rounded.
his academy coaches said he was the best header of the ball he's seen
Yeah,
at like 15, 16.
yeah.
And he played as a striker in his younger years as
Very
well.
well-rounded footballer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Great
Oh my
save.
God.
Good save. Jesus.
That was a bit too close for comfort,
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Good save though.
I hate that it feels
Fuck
like
off. Fuck off. Off you fuck.
Why do they feel like the more likely team to score? Come on.
Oh, that's a bit soft though, that. Fucking hell, it was a good save for a bit central. It was like the highlight of his feet.
Yeah, did well there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken it, got across him. Bit too close for comfort, that. I'm trying to keep this up because it's flying, man.
He spent the whole game moaning, he has.
Him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he's saying he has to come off because of the blood.
Smith.
Kind of teetering out in it. Minute left. Do you reckon we'll get a bit more than the 79?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Go on, send him. Come on, you know.
Go on. Give it a mad.
Just boom. Boom it.
Uh,
Oh.
That wasn't good.
I think one more chance.
I don't know if it's going
I
to
don't
happen.
know, mate.
I think they're happy to take a draw here. Taking their time with the throw
I
in.
think that Bruno chance.
Come on. Have we got time for one more chance here?
It's in the wrong side of the pitch.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Go on. Let's
Come
get the
on.
ball in, man. I feel like we need to get it
Yeah.
in.
Here we go.
Go on. Go on, Dallo.
Go on.
Back in.
Fucking bastard.
Yes.
Go on.
Just give him the ball. Get it.
Just pass it! Oh, man.
That'll be
I
that.
believe for a minute there I thought it was
Yeah.
on.
Surely that's that.
That might be it. Don't you dare concede. Okay, no. Oh, no.
Surely not.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Don't
oh,
you
my
fucking
God.
dare. Blow the whistle, you knob.
Come on.
Go on.
Don't you dare blow the whistle.
Yes.
Come on.
Go on.
Release the ball. What are you doing?
Go on.
That's it. Full time, Manchester United 4, Bournemouth 4. Fucking, where do you start with that one? Half-time record is intact. 1 point gain, 2 points dropped, whichever way you want to look at it. But it's very hard to win games if you concede 4 goals. But I don't know. I feel like for the most of that, I felt like we were valued for the win. But I think the second half was extremely ropey. We paled in comparison to the first half. think we dropped off a little bit for that. I think that first 15-20 minutes sleeping in the second half killed us. I think we were kind of the masters of our own downfall a lot though. Individual mistakes, poor defending. Exciting game, fun to watch. A lot of good attacking play, a lot of fluidity, but I think we would have loved the 3 points. What do you think?
I think in terms of the spectacle, you know, if you were the neutral watching that game, you'd have really enjoyed it. And but from Manchester United's point of view, given the performance in the first half, it looked odds-on that we were going to win the game. It was by far the best 45 minutes that I've seen in a long time. Notwithstanding Luke Shaw's error for their equaliser, but we've shown real grit and determination to get back into 2-1. And if the first half was a brilliant performance, the second half was just... It was so scrappy and we went within ourselves. We were so withdrawn when they equalised. And then from then on, it was just turned into a basketball match. But like you said, if you're going to concede 4, it's hard to win games. And ironically, even though we scored 4, I felt today we were guilty of missing a lot of chances we probably should have scored. Yeah,
could have easily been 5 or 6 for United.
I think we just need to defend better. We're very poor defensively as a team.
So easy to just cut through the middle.
When we concede chances, they're quite commonly big chances.
Yeah.
I think it was exciting that 4-2-4 that we went into when we went forward and that, but it did look, I think the last 30 minutes, 20 minutes, it did kind of feel like any time Bournemouth went forward, they could have scored, and they very easily could have nicked it at the end there. Shared spoils, but obviously we'll come back. We're back for the review. These two lads will be back for the review. I've got to go. Unfortunately, I've got to leave you. Sorry, I've got to leave you as well.
That's all right.
But I'll be back. I think we've got a Paddock podcast tomorrow anyway, so I think we'll elaborate a little bit more on this game. But it's point gain, 2 points dropped. Very chaotic match. Poor defensively, some fun stuff going forward, but second half kind of derailed us there. But we'll collect our thoughts and be back for review in about 5 minutes or so. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like, comment and subscribe if you're new. Hype the video as well, and I'll see you next time.